Hello, hello, hello. How are you all doing? How are you all doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. How was your day? How was your day? Hopefully it went well, folks. Hopefully it went well. My day went well. Today was a spend day, an authorized spend day, because sometimes I have unauthorized spend days. But nonetheless, here I am. Here I am. And hopefully here we will be. Yes. Whew. So, let's talk a little bit about the budget. Hello, Joshua Gabriel. How are you? Thanks so much for popping in. Thanks so much for popping in. I do appreciate it. Hello, Muse News. How are you? How are you? Thanks so much for being here. Thanks so much for being here. I do appreciate it. Bud Files. Hello, hello. Thank you so much for being here. I do appreciate it. I do appreciate it. Well, I am going to get started. As you all can tell, and hopefully it worked. I don't see it highlighted on my screen like it normally would be, but I do get the hand. I did put a link in there for um, some sample budgets, which is what we're going to talk about a little bit this evening. Some sample budgets, and the two that I am going to showcase are free. And I'll explain about the Budget Mom when I get there, because you do have to sign up for the Budget Mom for her free resource library, and then she'll send you a password. Mine just worked automatically, but just be aware, if it works and you don't have to do the free resource library, get the password, then fine. If not, then that's what you're going to have to do. But the other item is free. Well, both of them are free, but the other items will just let you download automatically. Thank you all so much for being here. I do appreciate it. So I did want to give an update on, I keep forgetting, Private Second Class Travis King, who is the American soldier that, per the reports, and I say this each and every time, per the reports, intentionally ran into North Korea and is now being detained in North Korea. There has not been any new news regarding his status, his well-being, etc. I did see before I came on here, and this report is dated, and it was like 11 hours ago, from the Wisconsin State Journal, and the reporter was Scott Williams. He did an interview with Private Second Class King's dad, and his dad said he suspected that he had a night of drinking and he was drunk when he ran across into North Korea, and that he just made a mistake. And here we are. So there's a little interview of that. Of course, like I said, Wisconsin State Journal. That was what I got moments ago before coming on. So anyway, just a little bit about the budget. And I have a budgeting channel and try to do budgeting and all this other good stuff. So just briefly, I want to talk about budgeting and all of the good stuff. And like I said, there is a link. I did put a link in there to where you can go and get a sample copy of uh, a monthly budget and a paycheck by paycheck budget. And there are many budgets out there. Some you can pay for. Some, if you have time, you can Google budget, free, printable, etc., PDF, and you will find something. But it may take some digging to actually get something for free. People have um, budgets for digital downloads in their Etsy shops, all of that good stuff, all of that good stuff. Okay, so, and of course, you can obviously use your smartphone, download an app, um, use an Excel spreadsheet. There are just many ways that you can get to and find and get a budget. So, of course, as you all know, a budget is, in layman's terms, real easy, just a spending plan for your money, just a spending plan for your money. Because a lot of times, and I've said this and done this, like, where is my money going? I don't know where my money is going. This was before I started to actually do a budget. And trust me, doing a budget for me has been a process. And at the beginning, there will be starts and stops, because some months I would do it good for about 2 or 3 months and then stop and then get back on the train. So it was a lot of back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And I think that some people, it's helpful that when I'm talking about budgeting, what have you, I give people some type of idea, maybe a resource or something for those that possibly aren't doing it, maybe need to get back on track with doing it, or whatever your situation is, and you want to get a grasp on where your money is going and trying to, whatever your goals are, if it's to get out of debt, get more control of your money, to know where it's going each and every time, to see if you need to do something differently, how you can save money, et cetera, et cetera. So yeah, thank you all so much for being here. Life with Marlene, Redhead by Nature, Joshua Gabriel, thank you so much. To Bud Fowl, Spirit in the Sky Blue, April Showers, hello, Miss April Showers, how are you? How are you? Thank you all so much for being here and listening. Thank you all so much. Thank you all so much. The Bud Files, did I mention the Bud Files? Okay, great. I am doing well, Marlene. Thank you for asking. Doing well. So the first budget that I utilized was on the thing. Hopefully y'all can see this, is budget number 2, which is the Budget Mom. And I just did up a false pretend one for as an example here. And this is a person that is making $2,500 a month. This was the monthly budget. They're making $2,500 a month. And then it has the fixed expenses. So what are fixed expenses? Fixed expenses is like your rent, your mortgage, your cell phone, your car payment. Those are the ones that people have normally. Here are some other ones: subscriptions, property taxes, tuition or childcare costs, student loan payments, cell phone, internet service, cable, etc. All of that will fall under fixed expenses. And so this person may be a young man or young woman that is getting their first job, and they're making a decent salary to where their take-home pay is $2,500 a month after taxes, any type of, insurance, if they're doing any type of investing, like 401k, etc., at the job, etc., $2,500 a month. The rent is $1,000, cell phone $75, the car payment $500. So for this person's fixed expenses for the month is $1,575. Variable expenses he has, and they are groceries, gas, car insurance, because he has a car payment, water, and sometimes the water is like every 3 months, depending on where you're at, electricity, and personal, and it could be a whole host of other things. And I am going to read off some they said. Some I mentioned already. You could have dining out if that is something you do, because some people may or may not do these things. So of course, your budget is personal to you. Your budget is personal to you. You may or may not have these things. They have entertainment, which could be concerts, movies, and any other type of entertainment that you deem necessary. You could be a hiker, a skier, any of that type of thing. A person that go camping, etc. Personal care, haircuts, massages, manicures, pedicures, home, auto, property maintenance, medical care, hobbies, and the list go on and on and on. And of course, they have utilities, electricity, gas, water. So those are some of the variable expenses. And like I said, everyone's budget is personal to them, and what you have on yours may be different from someone else's, and how long your particular variable expense or your fixed expenses last, etc., then it is what it is for you. Budget is personal to you. So out of his variable expenses, which is groceries, gas, car insurance, water, electricity, personal, and these are just some of the basic things, it's $750 per month. $200 for groceries. Of course, that is like I'm saying, variable expense, so it could vary. So that's $750 plus the $1,575 already for the fixed expenses. He has one debt, or this person has one debt, and that is Target, and they're paying $75 a month for that. And they have an emergency fund, which they are saving $100 per month for that. And the total equals $2,500 per month. And there are there's possibly many different types of budget, but the one that Dave Ramsey promotes is the zero-based budget, where whatever income you have going in, you're going to assign each dollar a job. If it's going to any of these things that I listed: fixed expenses, variable, debt, savings, etc. It has a job. Each dollar has a job to do. So at the end, it's zero. Of course, zero-based budget. And yeah, he has nothing left at the end. So he is he or she is on a tight budget. I'm not saying where they live, they're paying 1,000 in rent, and and in my brain, this person is living alone. So they're probably living in a low-cost area. Okay, and now the next budget example that I did was for a family of four. They're living in a high cost area because I made their mortgage $2,300 a month, which does not mean anything because you could be living in a place that a state where someone may consider is whatever and be paying that depending on what type of home you get, of course, the price and of course the mortgage payment. Hello, East Dad, how are you? Can't stop walking but love mowing and cruising. Hello, how are you? Hello, Miss Patty, Patty's Kitchen, Garden, and more. How are you? Thanks for joining me. All I do appreciate it. So once again, I'm using the budget mom for this family of four, and they have a 3-year-old and an 11-year-old. And this is just, some numbers and figures that I just put in here with regards to the budget. The budget is important. The budget is key, as I always say, because once you start doing the budget, you're going to start understanding where your money is going. And like the title says, you have more month than money. And that's not a good place to be in. But we live and learn, and when we know better, we do better. It's all a process for each and every one of us. So this family of four per month, they're bringing in $6,500. The mortgage is $2,300. Cell phone for the two parents. The 11-year-old does not have a cell phone. $175. Car payments. They have 2 cars, $300 each. Childcare, $800 for the 3-year-old. Disney subscription, $15. And a football package, of course, for him, $15. That in of itself is $3,905. And of course, their variable expenses, and this is just some of the basics: groceries, gas, car insurance, water, electricity, and we have eating out, haircuts for the gentleman, and mom's hair. $500 for groceries for a family of four. Some may consider that tight, but once again, the budget is personal, and maybe they're doing couponing, meal planning, etc. Gas, $250. Car insurance, $375 for both vehicles. They may be a little elderly. The cars might be a little old. Water, $175. Electricity, $125. Eating out, $100. Haircuts for the guys, $75, and mom's hair is $125. The mom has a student loan debt, $200 for the debt that they have. Student loan, Target, Walmart, credit cards, and they owe Children's Hospital because the 3-year-old had an incident, and now they have a Children's Hospital bill. $200 for the student loan per month, $75 for Target, $75 for Walmart, and $100 for Children's Hospital. That's $450. So they have very little outgo of money for debt at only $450, but their debt balance is different, and I made up some numbers there. And for their savings, they are saving $420 per month, $120 in an emergency fund, and $300, $150 each for both the husband and the wife into a Roth IRA. So that brings the whole total to $6,500 for the month. Of course, this is a zero-based budget, and here we are. Now on the number 4, because I put a link in there, if for those that did not hear me, I put a link in there, and hopefully it is working. Where you can get a copy of the Budget Mom, and you may have to go and put in your email address in order to get this, but she has a free resource library of budget stuff, a whole host of stuff, savings trackers, a whole host of stuff. Very good items that you can print for free once you give her your email address, and then she will send you a passcode so you can have pretty much lifetime access to the resource library. Now, if you click on the link and it works for you without having to do that, then great, then great. So hers is number 2, the Budget Mom, and she has a YouTube channel and a website where you can purchase items from her, what have you. Not an endorsement or what have you, but just information. And the number 4 one was the one-page weekly paycheck budgeting, and this is the paycheck by paycheck budgeting that is here. And what I did was I just took the family of 4 budget thing, family of 4 monthly budget, and just broke it down by paycheck. And 4 weeks, I know some months have 5 weeks in it, but so this would be their thing for each week that they would have to save until week 4 came around and they were able to pay pay all of their bills all at one time for the month. But we know that they're probably paying maybe some of the bills each week, just so it is that way, however they're doing it. And then, of course, if they broke it down by paycheck, $1,625 weekly is what they will be utilizing to pay their bills and or save up the money in the bank. And then when they got the amount that they needed for the monthly bill, then they would just, do the automatic transfer, bill pay, whatever it is. Yeah. And so you just divide what their fixed expenses, all of their expenses, fixed, variable, the savings and the debt, all of that would, and some on my lip, all of that would be divided by 4 because there are 4 weeks in a month, 5 for some, but we just go with 4. And then that is the amount that they would be saving, putting aside until, like I said, the fourth week came, and then they can do what they do, bill pay, et cetera, et cetera. So mortgage will be $575, cell phones $43.75. You get the gist. $150 for the car payments. Now, if they're doing this continuously or what have you, then that's a good thing. And if they're able to continue to do that, it is a good thing. And of course, this takes discipline, in my opinion, and mindset, because sometimes if you have money just sitting there, whether you're doing the weekly paycheck thing or not, then it may begin to tempt you because you're doing something new. You're off track from what it was that you were doing before, which may have not been helpful to you or your budget or your situation. And now you're trying to, do better, get in a better financial state, situation, etc., etc. Each day say he has 4 hours to go at work still. So yeah. But like I always say, budgeting is key. And trust, I don't get it right all the times. I get off track sometimes. But just because I get off track, I have to get back on track. And that should work for each and every person. And it could be any areas, like with your health journey, with your eating, with your exercising. You may get off track for a few days or maybe a week or so or longer. You just have to get back on track. Hopefully the link works. And hopefully if you are in need of those budget forms, great. And of course, if you want to do it electronically, like I said before, you can do it the electronic way also too. But as with anything, like budgeting, working your money, just saving, exercise plan, etc., going to church, your spirituality, however you do that. If you plan to do it and want to do it, consistency is going to be key. You just have to keep doing it over and over and over, keep doing it. And you will eventually have a mindset shift, which is a good thing if it's for something that is going to be helpful and rewarding for you, your family, now and long term out into the future. That is good. And of course, the budget one, like I said before, you're getting control of your money. You want to know where your money is going. Another thing is the budget can help you get out of debt. Whatever type of debt you are in, if you're budgeting, staying consistent with the budget, staying on budget, et cetera, et cetera. And I understand There may be hiccups or stumbling blocks here and there, but do your best to get back on track and stay consistent. It can help you get out of debt. And that's not to say that you might not have to do other things like maybe get a part time job, side hustle, work some overtime, extra hours. Not to say that you might not have to do some of those things in order to help you get to the getting out of debt part, et cetera, et cetera. Things, things in life sometimes take sacrifice. Also, besides, if your goal is to get out of debt, after you get out of that debt, then a whole nother mindset shift. Hopefully it's happening while you're doing the budgeting, but if it doesn't, then that's fine too. To do your best to stay out of debt. And I get it. Sometimes you have to go into debt. It just happens. It just happens. And also with the budget, it can help you um, reach other goals. Like once you get out of debt, maybe that vacation that you might have wanted to take with your family, you may start saving for that to do that. Maybe you want to take your wife someplace for an anniversary, you may start saving for that. And while you're budgeting, hopefully you are learning other things with regards to your money and finance, like setting up sinking funds and saving challenges, which I and other people in the budgeting community do. Especially, well, not especially, but the sinking fund is key and very helpful to me. All of it is because I'm learning and doing these things and I am seeing the benefits, the rewards from it. So the sinking fund, it lets you set aside a certain amount of money each month or however it is that you do it. I'm just saying month because that's how I do it. Set aside money each month for a particular fund, a particular something. It could be anything. It could be Christmas, but like I have my property taxes and my life insurance going into the sinking fund. And I have some savings challenges too. But back to the sinking fund. So if you have a bill that is due once a month, not once a month, once a year, then whatever that amount is, if you know what the amount is, then you take that and you divide it by 12. And then each month you save that particular amount in an envelope or however it is that you do it. Some people do it digitally. Then you do that. And when the 12th month comes, you have all the money saved and you can just give all the money over at one time for that particular bill or whatever it is you're doing. The Christmas fund, you're saving for anniversary gift, you're saving for graduation, birthday presents. It could be a whole host of things. That Disney trip that people want to go on, maybe you want to buy a nice piece of jewelry, a nice bag. It could be anything. But yeah, the budget is key and personal. I was speaking with um, Regina, the Regina show last night. I was on her live and she was giving me some tips and pointers. And this is one of the things that she mentioned. Maybe you can, I told her maybe I could do a link and, that might be helpful to someone that might want to start a budget, what have you. But she gave me the idea. So I want to credit the Regina show for that. Yes, the Regina show or Spill It Girl TV for giving me this idea. But yeah, hopefully the link works and it's helpful to you. But yeah, and once again, the budget is personal. The budget is personal. I do appreciate you all being here. How are things going out there in Costa Rica? Can't stop walking but love mowing and cruising. He may or may not still be here because he's out there having too much fun. I think he says that they are returning tomorrow. Over 50 and fantabulous. How are you? Thanks so much for stopping by. She said, I'm almost done praying for my car. Hopefully, I can start saving after that. Okay. So, are you saying, oh, yeah, you're paying on your car. So, you can't wait for it to be done. I hear you. Thank goodness I don't have, knock on wood, I don't have a car payment. And I better be quiet. I don't want to talk up anything because I had a little scare a couple of weeks back, but I think that is over and done with from what my husband tells me. I haven't seen the light come back on, so Yeah, thank you all for being here. Make sure you go check out each other's channel. In case you aren't a family member already, go check. Go check out each other's channel. How was you guys' day? Hello, Miss April. April Showers. At least we may be glad I'm just speaking. Hopefully your day went well, everyone. Everyone. But yeah, getting that money under control is going to be key. Spirit in the Sky Blue, how are you? Once again, how are you? Oh, hello, Yvette Minor. How are you? I'm just going back up because sometimes I miss people. How are you, Yvette Minor? Like I said, may or may not be here, so I'm just going to speak it so the ear. Thank you so much, Yvette Minor, for supporting. I do appreciate it. Yvette doesn't have a YouTube channel, but she always shows up to my lives and other people's lives. Redhead by Nature, hi. How are you? Thanks so much for being here, Redhead by Nature. You go check out these folks' channels. How was your walk today, Miss Patty, if you're still here? Oh, Miss Patty said her day has been great. I think so. I might have been asking her about her day. Or maybe it was me. Great. Glad that you had a good day. How was your walk, Miss Patty, if you are still here? How was your walk? How was your walk? Ah. Joshua, did you get to go live today? Today was my spin day, so I wasn't inside until I got back inside. Deshaun on the track. How are you? How are you? Thanks so much for stopping by. Thanks so much for stopping by. Thanks so much for stopping by. And as always, the budget, of course, you are working on your goals. And when you are seeing, or maybe if you're going to budgeting channels and seeing them and seeing how they are doing their money, and you're hoping and wishing that you could do the same, everyone's situation is different. And just like with children, ages and stages. Some people may be in a different stage in their life. They may be done with kids and all of that good stuff. They may almost be done with their children. They're going into a different phase, maybe the college phase, and the kids won't be home, etc. But they still may be supporting, and that may be a variable expense that they may have to put on their budget now because they're going to send packages each month or send them money ever so often because the child is telling them now that they're going to get a job and all this other good stuff, which may or may not happen. Who knows? But yet, everyone's situation is different. Everyone's situation is different. Miss Patty says she walked on the treadmill today. It was so hot outside, Miss Patty, or were they having bad weather down there? I was looking at budget stuffing and savings this morning. Okay. Yes, yes, yes. And money, we have to be mindful about the money. And I know you guys probably say, oh, she talk about money all the time. Money, 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 money. I got a budgeting channel, so I do talk about that. But it doesn't rule my life. Yes, we need it. We need this currency at present. It's the currency that we have here in this, or that we utilize in these United States and in other countries also in too. But we have to buy food, buy clothing, tend to use money or credit card, which it was hot. And you watched Jeremiah, he stayed overnight. I know you told him that he stays overnight with you. Yeah. Jeremiah. Was he lifting weights? Was he lifting weights today, Miss Patty? I eat his toys. Ah, I left the tab open when I went out. But yeah. Over 50 and fantabulous. How are things going with you? So you're almost done paying for your car. And hopefully I can start saving after that. I understand. I understand. Yeah, and trust there's always something, especially if you have young children, 0 to 18 and beyond. But goodness, young children, like in one of the examples I gave, that the 3-year-old had an incident, and yeah, you just never know. Children, they fall, They're outside playing and they're falling. It could be anything. I I didn't watch. I didn't watch it this morning because I was out. I was out spending. That was my spend day. Oh, you're welcome, Miss Patty. Yeah, but I'm gonna go back and watch it. So, oh, you showed. You actually showed him lifting his weights, Miss Patty, today. Okay, I'm gonna have to go back and check it out. Yeah, Jeremiah, busy over there. He was working out for me, Miss Patty, when he was doing that. So, thank you, Jeremiah. I'm putting it to that anyway. At least. Jeremiah is something else. Lifting his toy. That's all right. He's getting his his strength training going. He is getting his strength training going, folks. But yes, the budget. So what are you doing tomorrow, Miss Patty? Tomorrow is Thursday. Yeah, I think you're walking, or maybe the treadmill if it's too hard. And if you have Jeremiah again, you may do the treadmill. Hello, Tapatios Cop Watch. How are you? How are you? Thanks so much for stopping by. I need to get by your channel. I haven't been there in a moment. How are things out there in Arizona? How are things out there in Arizona? How was your day, Marlene? How was your day? If you're still here, how was your day, Marlene? How was your day? Miss Patterson, she'll probably go outside tomorrow, okay? Unfortunately, I'll be inside because it's a no spend day. I got to stick to what it is that I'm doing. I think I may make my 16 days because at the beginning of the month, like those first 5 or 6 days, and I got it over there on my whiteboard, and I got it covered up with something that belongs to my husband. But yeah, those first few days of the month, I do have it here. This month was ugly. I set up a new planner. So yeah, the first 5 days of this month was it was ugly. It was ugly. I didn't know whether I was going to make 16, but if I stick to what it is I'm doing, I think I'll make 16. It was scary, but I have to, I have to check myself. I have to get myself, I got to regulate myself and get myself back on track. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Tired, hot, but just relaxing. Yeah, how has work been? I know you said you work for yourself mostly. How has work been? Have you been able to find work? I know it's been a minute since I've been to your channel. I know you were doing some work the last time I saw you on your channel. Do you still go out and cop watch, like your title says? Are you doing that? Yeah, and I think everyone is at least the hot part. These temperatures have been extreme, and for goodness sakes, please be careful. Please be careful when you're out here exercising, just walking around, going from one place to the next. Please be careful. Please be careful. Because it can be crazy. Oh yeah, and I think I was on it was on the Regina show or Spill It Girl TV on her live last night, and she was saying that it's so hot outside that some people, they're taking medication, whatever it may be. I think she might have mentioned high blood pressure medication, but possibly any medication. And we just have to be mindful that the heat may have an effect on the medication that's inside your body. And there could be other things going on with people also too. But just be careful when you're going out here in the heat. Stay hydrated, get to a cool area, and as much as you can, run your AC in your vehicle. I know it's the gas prices are out of this world, but you don't want to have a heat stroke or heat exhaustion, and you end up in the emergency room, and now you have a whole host of other problems, for lack of a better phrase. Chapter 2, as it says. Oh, you're in the painters union. Okay. He's still cop watch. Way too hot to cop watch, cop watch right now. I hear you. I hear you. He burns out the phone. I hear you. You're exactly right. And those phones getting hot is another issue too. Yeah. Don't want to have to go and purchase a new phone, or if you like me, try to get one from my daughter when one of her children get tired of theirs, and I buy it off of her or use Gazelle. But yeah, I understand. It is hot, hot, hot. I hope that things pivoting just a bit. I hope that things go well with Private Second Class Travis King. I hope that he is safe and in good health, and that the North Korean government release him back into the custody of the military there in South Korea, and that there aren't any further issues, that he go on about whatever it is, well, the military, whatever they had planned for him, they carry through and carry forward with that. But yeah, it looks ugly. And in my brain, since he is a member of the military, they may think he knows something, try to extract information. And I am sure that some of those methods are probably not the best. I am hoping that that is not the case within my brain. Yeah. So I think I'm going to end this live, folks. Thank you all so much for being here. I do appreciate it. And please go check out each other's channel. Go check out Miss Patty over there at Patty's Kitchen Garden and More. She says she may go outside walking tomorrow, but she will post a notification on her community board. And if you are a family member, you will see it. That's Miss Patty at Patty's Kitchen Garden and More. Go check out her YouTube channel. She is walking for her health and fitness. Yes, and she's doing treadmill Tuesdays and treadmill Wednesday, and just depending on what she has going on, Jeremiah, or the weather conditions outside. Tabatila's Cop Watch. Go check out his channel, folks. Go check out his channel. Like he says, he's pretty much just relaxing. It's too hot to cop watch. Go check out his channel. Life with Marlene. Go check out Life with Marlene. You too. Take care. Also, Tapatila's Cop Watch. You're welcome, Miss Patty. Go check out Life with Marlene. She has other channels also into Life with Marlene. Very motivating over there. Very motivating. Good information that we all can utilize, share, spread. Joshua Gabriel, go check out his channel. He is going live these days with his artwork and his fitness. Go check out Joshua Gabriel Eastad at 4 hours to go, maybe 3 now, 3.5 or so. Go check out Eastad Gaming. He is a gamer. He is a gamer over there, folks. Can't stop walking below more than cruising. Check him out. He's in Costa Rica right now. Go check him out. I think tomorrow is his last day. So he will post an upcoming notification if he is going to go live in the morning. I think it's normally at 6 while he is on vacay. Spirit in the Sky Blue, go check out her channel. Go check out her channel. And she was mentioning that it was sad about Private Second Class King. She was mentioning that earlier. Go check out Spirit in the Sky Blue and Deshaun on the track. He's over there with his beats. Nice calming music and beats. Go check out Deshaun on the track. Go check them out. Redhead by Nature, go check out her channel, Redhead by Nature. The Bud Files, a staple. Go check out the Bud Files. He did today it was on Mr. Walter Payton, the famous Chicago Bears football player. Rest in peace, Mr. Walter Payton. And like I mentioned, it's my husband's favorite football player of all time. Mr. Walter Payton, rest in peace. And the Bud Files is going to museums and cemeteries, all of that good stuff, folks, all that good stuff. Yvette Minor, once again, thank you so much for supporting. I do appreciate it. Thank you so much. And like I said, I dropped a link in the chat, and you all can click on it to find the budgets, the budgets, the free budgets. And the first one was the Budget Mom, and that's number 2. When you click on the link, that's number 2. And with the Budget Mom, you may have to put in your email address, and then she will send you a link or a password in order to access the free resource library that she has of budgeting things, saving things, trackers, all of that good stuff. Like I said, a great resource. If you click on my link and it just takes you automatically to it, then fine. No harm, no foul. You're there. But that is one that I have used in the past. I have used the Budget Mom in the past. Very good resource. And that one is a monthly budget. That one is a monthly budget. And during this premiere, just going over, for those that may be in the bushes, during the premiere, I just did up a sample monthly budget for a person that was making $2,500 per month take home pay, and for a family of 4 making $6,500 monthly. I just did up one using the Budget Moms monthly budget, all of that good stuff. So that was number 2 in the link. And number 4 in the link was the 1-page weekly paycheck by paycheck budgeting printable. And that is if you're paid weekly, and you can even do it if you're being paid monthly or bi-weekly, you'll just break it down into 2 or into 4 and go on. And that is number 4 in the link. That is number 4 in the link. The paycheck by paycheck budgeting, just for the folks that might be in the bushes listening, etc., etc. That is the 1-page paycheck by paycheck budgeting. And once again, everyone's budget is personal to them. Your budget is going to look different from mine. Of course, we know people make different amounts of money. And even if you make the same amount of money, what I have going on is different than what you have going on. The budget is personal. There may be some things in your budget that you aren't going to cut out. And there may be things in my budget that, I'm going to cut back on this, or I'm going to do something to supplement my having this particular fee, this particular expense, whatever it is. And also for the family of 4, when I was doing the budget for the family of 4, I just took, and if they were doing it paycheck by paycheck with their $6,500 income, they will be making $1,625 every week. And then they would, of course, divide by 4. And each week they would save in their bank account, however it is that they want to do it in their bank account, and just let the money keep rolling over each week until the 4th week when they had the full amount for the month. Then they would just make the payments to their, of course, mostly their fixed expenses. And then, of course, we want to keep the water and the lights going for the variable water, electricity, gas, all that type of thing. And then their debt, all of that. I did not put in here their total debt, what they had in debt, et cetera, because for the family of 4, even though they have $6,500 in income per month, their total debt in my scenario, debt payment outlays was $450. But of course, their debt in total was, way. And I put some figures down here, like the student loan. The wife had a student loan and she owes $80,000 on that. They owe Target $3,000. They owe Walmart $6,000, and they had a children's hospital bill of $1,050 in the scenario that I brought up. Hello, Developing Mind. How are you? Thanks so much for stopping by. I do appreciate it. Tamika Davis. Hello. How are you, Tamika Davis? Thanks for being here. Wellness or Frugal Mama. Hello. How are you? I left a link, like I mentioned before. I left a link in the chat. Hopefully it works. Of 2 budgets. And there's some other budgets on there, but these are two of the ones that I printed out. They are free. And the Budget Mom one, you may have to submit your email, and then she will send you the password to her free, so you can have access to her free resource library. And she has lots of budgeting, savings trackers, et cetera, a wealth of information there, free. You can print out all of that stuff free once you get the access password. If my link works where you don't have to do that, then fine, but know that you can go in and do it on your own. And the number 4 one was the paycheck by paycheck, the weekly one. And like I said, it works if you are being paid weekly, and you can always use it if you're being paid monthly or bi-weekly. Just divided by 2, just divided by 4, etc. And of course, the budget is personal, and what may be in your budget may not be in mine, but your budget is just a spending plan for your money. A lot of people do their budget a different way, or they don't have a budget. And hopefully, if that's you, or you know of someone, or you were doing a budget, but you got off track, now you want to get back on track and you need another budget form, then those two. And then there are some other ones that are on the link that you can look at also into. Of course, people can do it on their smartphone. Plenty of budgeting apps out there, and expense tracking apps out there. And of course, you can always do the Excel spreadsheet, et cetera, et cetera. And like the title says, how to fix the more month than money. Doing a budget would definitely help with that. Doing a budget would definitely help with, wow, there's more month, there's more days left. There's 2 more weeks, and now all my money is gone, has been expended, whether wisely or unwisely, because I've been on the unwisely, not knowing where my money was going. And it happens. And I needed to get a rein on it. And I have, but trust that sometimes I get off track, I get off budget, etc. And then I just find my way back. I have to get back on track. Hopefully those 2 budgets, or ones that you may find out there on your own, and trust there is a plethora. There are many, many, many budgets that are out there. Of course, I want to go the free for myself and for my loved ones here in the budgeting community and outside of the budgeting community, those that came to this live. Something that you can access for free to get, but you can put in, like I try to do with anything, free, printable, whatever it is. So budgeting, free, printable, but you're going to have to dig to find one that's free, because you're going to have to go through all the clutter of the people that are selling something, et cetera, et cetera. They want all your information, your social security number. But if you want to, and you have time to do that, then do that. Or you can click on the link that's here, that's hopefully working, and all of that good stuff. Hello, Rosalie James. How are you? Thanks so much for stopping by. I appreciate it. But yeah, getting a hold of your budget, your money, is going to be a good thing. It's going to help you have control of your money, know where your money is going. Once you start doing it and being consistent with it, like I mentioned before, just like with your health journey, the exercise part of it, the eating part of it. And of course, there are lots of areas where the eating part can happen. Are you eating out a lot? Are you not? Are you eating out with your friends? Are you not taking your lunch? Are you eating out every day? Are you going to buy food for lunch? Are you stopping on the way home because you're hungry? Are you buying coffee? So a lot of things fall under eating out thing. Are you making your meals from scratch? Are you meal planning? Are you batch cooking, et cetera, in order to save money? So finding ways to get a hold of and control of your money. Of course, whatever your goals are with regards to doing the budget, if your goal is so that you can know where each and every penny is going, great. You can have more control of your money. Great. To get out of debt, always great. And once you get out of debt, to keep that mindset going that, hey, I'm not going to get into any more unnecessary debt, because sometimes it is what it is. Things happen unexpectedly. And sometimes, even if it's planned, we may need to use a credit card and go back into debt. Life happens. Life is happening all the time. Life is happening all the time. But once you get out of debt, then maybe you can set other goals that you had for yourself, or other things you would like to do in the future for yourself and your family. And I had mentioned earlier, like maybe take a true family vacation to that one place that everyone wants to go, whatever that place is, whatever that place is. Maybe it's to take an international trip. And of course, it's my hope that that you would save for that, like do a sinking fund and save for that. And budget and debt. Hello, how are you? How are you? How's the fam doing? How's Carson? And I know you have another son. I want to say the same song with Jay, but I don't know. How are you, Ange? Thanks so much for being here. Thanks so much for being here. Yeah, Ange of Ange Budget and Debt is one of the fellow budgeters here in the budgeting community. You all go check out her channel, see how she does her thing, all of that good stuff. Yes, Jake, I knew it started with Jake. Yes, great, great. Glad that you're doing good. Glad that you're doing good. You all go check out her channel, Ange Budget and Debt. Of course, there are lots of people that you can find on YouTube that are in the budgeting community, and you can see how it is that they are working their plan, what they're doing. And as always, remember that the budget is personal. My budget, Ange budgets, other people in the budgeting community, is going to look different for each and every person. And the things that each one of us in the budgeting community is doing is going to be different. It is what it is. It's just going to be different because everyone's budget is not the same. Everyone don't have the same things going on, like within their family or outside of their family. They may be taking care of loved ones, helping financially there. If not giving money, then they may be going to visit, or it could be anything, a whole host of things. So if and like I said, I did drop a link to where you can get the Budget Mom a copy of her monthly budget, and there's another one for the Paycheck by Paycheck that is in the link to. God, hopefully it works. But like I said, there are lots and lots of budget forms that you can get for free, and you can also pay for some budgets also into. And of course, there are apps. There may be some free ones that give you so much, and sometimes those free items are limited because they want you to upgrade to purchase a subscription or whatever it is, all that good stuff. So you can do it electronically with the apps or the Excel spreadsheet, whatever it is. You can do it however it is that you want to do it. I like the paper and pen, which works for me. It may not work for everyone. And then of course, I'm sure that a lot of people have heard of Dave Ramsey, and some people do a Dave Ramsey inspired. So they may follow some or most of the tenets of Dave Ramsey, but they may tweak it to where it works for them. I am not promoting Dave Ramsey or anything like that, just information and an idea to where you can go and get more information. But you can plug in money, finance, budget, etc., and you're going to get millions and maybe billions of different types of responses. So do what works for you. And I also when we are in the midst of something, just starting something, and we're learning, we need to go and find the information, the resources, whether that be other YouTubers or just information online. And of course, you do your own research, use your own discernment, do what works for you. This is just some points and tips for me. Don't be in a rush to go and, start doing all the things, buying all the things, et cetera, et cetera. And then now you're happy that you got all of these trinkets, and then you don't follow through with doing the budget, or if you have savings challenges or any of that stuff going on. work at your own pace. Do things at your own pace. Do what is going to work best and well for you and your family. And your family. Yes. Rosalie, Rosalie W. James, thank you so much for being here. I do appreciate it. You all go check on her channel. She is over there with her beautiful voice singing each and every day. Go check her out. Rosalie James, she's in New York, and so she's taking us on rides on the subway there, etc., etc. Go check out Rosalie James. Always a spiritual and motivating thoughts. Rosa Lee James. Go check her out. Hello, Sweet Ree. How are you? How are you? How was work today, Sweet Ree? Thank you so much, Sweet Ree, for joining me. Sweet Ree is going to be going live tomorrow. She said she wasn't going live until Thursday, so that's tomorrow. And you can let us know what you're doing tomorrow on Thursday in the chat, Sweet Ree. If you're still here, you may be at work or something and unable to. But that is Sweet Ree. She goes live most days during the week. And then, of course, people take breaks and all this other good stuff. So, yes, that's Sweet Ree. Thank you so much for being here. Yvette Minor, thank you so much for supporting. I do appreciate it. I do appreciate it. Yeah, I was over at the Regina show, Spill It Girl TV, the AI Regina show. She has them all. I was on her live last night, and she was just giving me some tips and pointers. And I'm taking one of her pointers and tips. I want to shout her out for giving me this idea to do this, and I think it turned out well. It turned out well. Thank you all for being here. I'm not leaving yet, folks. Thank you for the 16 thumbs up. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I do appreciate it. I do appreciate it. But yeah, she gave me this idea because when I'm talking about budget, and it's possibly people that may not have a budget, may not know what a budget is, or they may be familiar with a budget, haven't done one in a while, might need to get back on track, may have been thinking about it, et cetera, et cetera. And so here I am talking about the budget in all its glory. And hopefully the link works and you have free copies of a monthly budget and the paycheck by paycheck budget. But like I said, you can go and find your own here on the internet. And of course, there are Etsy shops where people sell, you can download, they sell digital file where you can download a budget. You may see something out there that works for you. By all means, do it, because the budget is going to help you reach your goals if you, of course, as is with anything, and like I stated numerous times, you start, be consistent, stay on track as much as you can, because I get off track sometimes, but I got to get back on. Continue to do it. It will serve you well. It will help you to reach your goals, whatever your goals are, because it's different for everyone. It's different for everyone. Sweet Ree says I left work early. Oh, not feeling too good. Oh my. You're going to talk about the family reunion tomorrow? Okay. Are you going to tell us about a crazy uncle or something, another like that, Sweet Ree? I hope that you feel better. Sweet Ree, I hope that you feel better. Maybe something is going around. Who knows? It's just too hot. I don't know. Could be anything, but feel better. Goodness knows. Feel better. Oh, how are the grandchildren? I just hear about Chloe all the time. I think you might have more than one. How is Chloe doing? How is Chloe doing? Yes, budget. Very important. The budget is key. Thank you so much for the 18 thumbs up, folks. Thank you so much for the 18 thumbs up. Ooh. But yes, go. Yeah, like I said, there are plenty of budgeters here in these YouTube streets. Go check them out. Just give you some idea as to what people are doing, what they have going on in their own lives. And trust, at least I know that I don't share everything that I am doing with regards to my budget, and you don't have to. People share what it is that they want to share, and that's just perfectly fine. Yep, yep. That is just perfectly fine. You're welcome, sweet wee. You're welcome. You're welcome, sweet wee. I'm getting all tongue tied now. But yeah, lots of good information out here. Lots of good information out here. And you can get a lot of good ideas also into from listening to, or at least I do, from listening to some of the other budgeters and how they may be doing a particular thing in case you may have the same thing going on that they do. And trust me, most people have rent and mortgage. Let's just put it that way. Most people have rent and mortgage. Most people are buying food because some of us have gotten used to eating. So as you all know, sometimes when I'm mentioning about couponing, meal planning, batch cooking, if that works for you, because it may not work for everyone. Sometimes I do some batch cooking. It's only two people here, but sometimes I do some batch cooking of food that I know that will stay, in the freezer for a little bit or stay in the fridge. Like I know I'm going to do 2 days of eating like rice or something, then I will, do that. And like you could make chili or any types of beans or soups and freeze them and then just have meals at the ready or have a vegetable at the ready if you want to do that. If you like to cook, the meat each and every day, you can do chicken, there's just a whole host of stuff like one pot meals in a crock pot or your Instapot, whatever it is that you're using, et cetera, et cetera, however it is. So you maybe for their groceries, how they're doing their groceries and meal planning, all of that good stuff. Using coupons because I print mine out. Using digital coupons, of course, using all the different rewards that are out here, where you can earn money or earn points, and then you can turn the points into getting a gift card to Walmart or some of these other places, et cetera, et cetera. Ways that you can make money and ways that will help you save on your bill. Of course, I shop the circulars. That is good. So, as you know, each week you're getting lots of junk mail and you're getting those circulars for the uh, top chain grocery stores that are in your area. And of course, you can go online and see this information also into. Yes, you're right. The food prices are outrageous and other stuff too. And I got a little story for that too, for the other stuff. Yeah, it's just outrageous. But yeah, coupons, printing them, digital ones, the store coupons are fantastic. I go to the Giant website and I just click on the digital coupons or what have you, and then when I go to the store, then I get a little savings there, etc. And I'm always looking like for like the household products. I'm always looking for sales for those. So I like to keep the Lysol or Clorox wipes, all of that good stuff. I have plenty of them already, but I need some. Of course, hopefully we all have an emergency stash, and that will be for another live. But yeah. Yeah, but like I said, you can go online to some of the budgeting channels. And even if you don't go to the budgeting channels, Google is our friend. We can just Google how to save money on food, et cetera, and you'll get a whole host of ideas with regards to one, just the grocery thing. Like I said, people are buying food, so people are making groceries or going shopping, however you say it, depending on where you're from. People are eating and get some good ideas that may help your family, and it may help you in your budget. Sweet Reed sent Chloe is in Indiana with my son. Is that the oldest son, Sweet Reed? How is he doing? Oh, your son and his wife. Okay, sorry. I need to stop. Sweet Reed knows that I'm just missing. She gets to see her little brother every day. Okay. Yes. Yeah, those food prices are outrageous. And but there's so many apps to use. Yes. For doing, yeah, for like getting, like for like doing the receipts, like there's Ibotta, Fetch, all of that good stuff. If you're talking with regards to that for the apps where you can, earn points and then turn it in for gift card, which is what I use all the time. You could turn it in for other items also in too. And of course, just budgeting apps in of itself, and then just expense tracking apps also in too, or just like an app that you can have for like your running checkbook, which I have one on here on my phone for just like it's like a running checkbook, so I can see what my balance is if I don't go to my thing. But of course, with that, we have to be punching in the numbers and going to it, et cetera, which is all great and fine. And if it works for the person, then it works for the person. It's all well and good as long as we are working it and making it work for us. That is all that matters. But yeah, back to Sweet Ree and these food prices. Unacceptable. The food prices are unacceptable. And a whole host of other things are unacceptable. But I did go into the Dollar Tree story time. And so I had bought some Vicks Vapor Rub when it was decently priced. I don't know what it was, but it was decently priced, and it was the Walmart brand, so it's the same thing. They may just have maybe 1 or 2% difference, probably more than that, of the menthol that's between the real Vicks and the Walmart Vicks. But nonetheless, whoo, the last I don't know, I went to Walmart. It might have been Walmart. That Vicks was like $7 and some change, and you know the size of the Vicks. It's like maybe about this tall or what have you, in the dark blue. I want to say it's dark blue, really, really dark blue container, plastic bottle. Whoa, whoa, whoa. $7 and some change for, oh my goodness. I was so glad I went to the Dollar Tree near me, one of the Dollar Trees near me, and 125. I picked it up. I got two of them. I was like, oh my goodness, I need my Vicks. I need my Vicks. It's a cure-all, amongst other things. This is a cure-all. Like, everything has gotten high besides the food. Of course, we know that the gas is crazy, but just these other ancillary things are crazy. Soap is high, body wash is high, deodorant is high. There's some of the deodorant has always kind of been high, but everything has gone up, 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 up. And I'm sure some people are glad that the $1.25 store exists. And I get it, the quantity, the amount that you get in the bottles may or may not work for you depending on your family size. If there's like 6 people there, then you're going to be buying a whole lot of $1.25, to where it may just be better to just go and get the you all get what I'm saying. Yeah. And Sweet Red saying, you check for sales too. Yes, I check for sales when I go into the stores on Wednesdays and Sundays, because I'm talking to myself here. So I don't get sidetracked and go other days. And that does happen. But yeah, always checking for the sales. And like I said, the circulars, the advertisement that they send around each week for the different stores in your areas, shop the sales. Good place to, purchase meat if you're still doing the meat thing or what have you. I do fish and ground turkey. Turkey's a meat. But yeah, for your meats and just in it and any and everything. What I do also is I keep a running list of items that I need. One of the things that I picked up and learned, uh, I do a running grocery list just in general for like Wednesday and Sunday, but I'm off of buying food for 3 weeks because I have enough food in the freezer in the basement and the freezer in the fridge for my husband and I for 3 weeks. So I'm off of buying food for 3 weeks. Um, and then I have another list of like, maybe toiletry, like toilet paper, paper towels, etc. I'm keeping a running list of if I need to pick up, that also into, which I don't have enough TP, all that good stuff. So of course, like I said, the emergency supply, that's a whole nother story. That's going to be another live, folks. That's going to be in another live. Yes. The sales are going to be your friend. And where you can, even in your own home, if you can cut back on something, try to do that. And I know that, and I need to print it out. There are times where, like during the evening hours, maybe between 7 and whatever time in the morning, you can like do your laundry because you're using less electricity. And I know I need to print it out. I know they have one for BG&E around here. I know they have one for that. But that may or may not work for you, because if you're working, 8, 9 hour day or what have you, come home and then like, oh, I gotta hang around until 7 o'clock or 9 o'clock at night to put a load in, that may not work. So we have to make sure that if we're doing some things that it's, you know, well worth your time. Brain effective for one is a smart. Let's just start there. Is it a smart thing to do? And is it time effective? Am I wasting my time? Am I just waiting around till 9 o'clock so I can put a load of clothes in when I could be doing something else, like getting some rest, or batch cooking some meals, or throwing some stuff in an Instapot and then going and reading something. Yeah. So such is life trade-offs. But yeah, these food prices are astronomical. These gas prices are astronomical. And if you have children that are in your home 0 to 18 that you are responsible for, yeah, it can get tricky. And then, let's not forget school is quickly approaching. I know that someone mentioned in the chat tonight or not, but school is quickly approaching, folks, quickly approaching. Yeah. Yes. Oh, the oldest son, my youngest son and his wife don't have any children. Okay. So you just got the two grandchildren, Chloe and her little brother, and they live in Indiana with oldest son. Yeah, sweet Ray, oldest son. Glad he's doing well. And your youngest son also. Where do they live? Do they live in Ohio? Where do they live? Your youngest son, Sweet Ray, if you're still here. They in Maryland. Yeah. As always, we want to keep as much of our money with us as we possibly can. And of course, and I'm sure that I haven't mentioned it before, and it just came to the brain. Want to make sure that we are making, just in general, don't have to be about your money, what have you, making good use of our time and our energy, etc. When we are, at home, at the job, with our friends, etc., making good use of our time, our energy, our efforts. Yeah, because those things, they come at a cost too, not financially, with your just your own mental health. Like, are you hanging around, your friends? You're giving them time and energy, and it's a brain drain. Like your girlfriends are talking about the crazy relationship that she's in with her boyfriend, etc., etc. Yeah, we just want to, make sure that we're making good use of our time, energy, and effort, because that comes at a cost also into to our own mental health, possibly our own mental health. We don't need any more stress in our life with the job, the people at the job, these the cost to get to the job, gas, or public transportation, all that comes with that also into. Yes, yes, making good use of our time and our energy. Like I said, hopefully the link worked. I probably should try it when I get off of here. And yeah, oh, and Developing Mind. Thank you so much for stopping by, Developing Mind. Please go check out her channel. She goes live ever so often. Go check out her channel. Go check out her YouTube channel, Developing Mind. Because I know I didn't mention her in the shout outs. Go check her out. Wasn't an oversight. I just missed it, and I'm going back through. So I know that some of the folks have left, but yeah. As always, folks, please be safe. Stay hydrated. Watch those coins as always. And hopefully, this little live, this chat was helpful with regards to the budget. Shout out to the Virginia Show, Spill It Girl TV, the AI Virginia Show. You all go check out her channel. She goes live quite a few times a day. And she was, like I said, I went to one of her lives last night, and she gave me some information, some pointers, which brought this live to light today. Thank you so much, Virginia. She said you talk about budgeting. It might be a good idea to actually talk about the budget, heavy budget, etc. And so I was like, yeah, maybe I'll do a link. So I dropped the link, and here we are. And yes, thank you so much. Once again, the link is there. So if it's something that you can use, by all means, please utilize it. If you know of someone that it may be helpful, pass it on, or just pass on the Budget Mom. I may put another link or links on the YouTube itself. Once this live is over, to the Budget Mom, not sponsoring or promoting her channel, just a great place to go to get to utilize the free resource library that she has. She does have a YouTube channel, and she does have a website where she makes money. If you decide to do that, that is on you. Like I said, I'm not, sponsoring or promoting her channel. Just this was one of the free resources that she had, and free works for me. In this instance, free works for me. And the other one, like I said, that was the monthly one. And the other one was the not the Budget Mom, but another person's printablesbydesign.org, the one page paycheck by paycheck budgeting printable, which is right here. It should, and in the link, all of them should show up underneath the one link. And that is just a weekly paycheck. And of course, you can break down the monthly one. If you get paid bi-weekly, you can do the paycheck by paycheck weekly for your bi-weekly pay. And of course, the monthly, if that's how you're being paid, you can do the weekly. You can do the paycheck, the weekly paycheck for your month if you want to see a weekly breakdown of it. And if you plan to do the weekly, then there you have it. You can do it weekly. All of that good stuff. Budgeting is important. It is key to help you reach your goals. I know I sound like a broken record, but if people are still here, that I am just going to talk. I just want to talk. It's like therapy for me. Yes. And of course, today was my spend day. And as most of you all know, for me, Wednesdays and Sundays are my spend days. I try to stick to those. Once again, I fall off track. I fall off track. And like I mentioned earlier, the first 5 days of the month, it got ugly. And I didn't think that I was going to make the 16 no spend days, but I think that I will eke it out, which is my goal, to have 16 no spend days per month. It was 15. I bumped it up to 16. So I think I'm going to make it if I just stick till, we only have a few days left in the month. I better get to counting because I have Thursday, Friday, Saturday, the 3 days left. And I don't know what the other days are, but yeah. I better look on my calendar. Yeah, but yeah, that is what I set up for myself. So we have 16 no spend days. And I'm only advising, once a month. So at the end of the month, if I do a cash stuffing or something other like that at the end of the month, or the first of the month, when I do a cash stuffing, then I will advise as to how many no spend days I actually had for the same month, if I do it in the same month, or the previous month, if I do it in August. So yeah, I'm going to make 16 if I stay the course. If I stay the course, because like I said, I get off track sometimes also too. Yes, sweet. I know that you're in Maryland, but yeah. Oh, you're telling me that your youngest son lives in Focus, Wanda. Focus, that your youngest son lives in Maryland. Okay, success. I'm in Maryland too, as you know. As you know. I just a little information. I think you're in Maryland too, sweet Reed, but nonetheless, rooted in essential oils. Hello, hello. How are you? Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for stopping by. If there are folks here, I'm talking. I'm talking. I'm talking. So just a little recap, rooted in essential oils, or you may have been in the bushes listening. I left a link to some budgets, a monthly budget and a weekly budget. So if that is something that may be of interest to you, then feel free to click on the link and to utilize as you need, and or to share if you think someone that you know that it may work for. But it was a monthly budget and a paycheck by paycheck weekly budget. And I just went over two examples on the monthly budget and one example of the monthly budget broken down by week. And the link that I sent for one of the budgets is the monthly budget, and it's by the Budget Mom. Now she has an Etsy channel. I think, I don't know if she has an Etsy shop or not. She may have an Etsy shop, but she does have a website where she sells products, and also she has a YouTube channel, and she also has a free resource library of budgeting, savings trackers, etc., that you can access on her channel. What I did initially was I gave my email, and then she sent the password so that you can have free ongoing access to the free resource library, which has all these items in it. This item and a whole host of other items in there that is helpful. And so in the scenario for one of the budgets that I did was a person was making $2,500 per month after taxes, after anything that the person, like if they had a 401k plan, they had contributed to that, any type of insurance, state, federal taxes, etc., depending on where the person is living. And then the fixed expenses, the variable expenses, the debt the person had, and any type of savings that they were doing outside of retirement savings. So that was for the one person. And then the next one ahead was for a family of four, a mom and dad, the parents, a 3-year-old and an 11-year-old, and their monthly income was $6,500. The same thing, fixed expenses, variable expenses, debts, savings. And in the two scenarios here, they have a zero-based budget. So every dollar that they make, they are utilizing it for something in one of these four categories in this example, because everyone's budget is different. Some people may only have the two categories or three or four, etc. And then on the paycheck by paycheck budgeting, it's two pages, and I use the example of the family of four and how their income will be broken down if they did it weekly, and they would be budgeting $1,625 each week for the month. And then how I broke that down, they would divide by 4, and then each week they would be keeping the money in the bank or however they want to do it. And then when the fourth week came around, they would, of course, do bill pay or whatever it is that they do, the automatic payments, and pay their debts that way, however it is. Everyone's budget is personal to them. What's going on with me or you is different. And like I said, the link is there if it is helpful to you. These, and there were, I think, like 3 other ones on there also in 2. I don't know what you have to do. You may have to give information, email in order to do those. But as you know, Google is our friend, and we can always just Google budget, free, printable, because I always do free and printable, whatever it is, to try to get some things. Now, with that, when you do the Google search, you're going to have to go through all the stuff that people are trying to sell. And of course, they want just selling just in of itself. And then, people are wanting your information all the time. And thanks to the Virginia show, Spilly Girl TV, the AI Virginia show, for giving me this idea, because I went to her live last night after my live, and she was saying you talk about budget a lot. Maybe you could, do a budget. And then I said, maybe I could put a link in also into, and she was like, yes, that would be a good idea. And then we talked a little, she gave me some more other pointers and what have you, and which was good information. I appreciate it. Thank you so much, Virginia, the Virginia show. Thank you so much. And here I am today with the live with a sample budget, a link, and just some good information. So hopefully that was helpful to you. Rudy is saying, I was up at 4 a.m. thinking about my budget. LOL. This is for me. One never knows. See how your prayers have been answered. Your prayer was answered. Not that you're praying, but you're up at 4 a.m. But nonetheless, hopefully it is helpful. And I know that I do believe that you have a business, and so you may do a separate budget for your business, however it is that you're doing your business, managing your business, however you're doing your accounting for your business. You may be using QuickBooks, et cetera, et cetera. But I think some of the same things apply. We want to make sure that we are being mindful of where our money is going, whether it's, in our home and personal, and if it's in our business affairs also, into which I did not mention. And now that you are here, that just brought that to my brain. But like I said, plenty of budgets out here that you can download and print. I am a pen and paper girl, so this works for me. Of course, you can always use an app, or go to someone's Etsy shop, and they have digital downloads that you can purchase, because you may see something that works for you. And yeah, everyone's budget is personal and different, and so just do what works for you and your family. That's great one. 16 no spend days. Thank you so much, Sweet Reed. Thank you so much. Yeah, working on it. The more, and trust, and the no spends don't mean I'm sitting, the other days I might be in here and I might be ordering something online. I don't do that. Now, what I do sometimes is I'll go to Amazon and I'll put stuff in the cart there. And then maybe on Wednesday or Sunday, if I'm still wanting to buy it, etc., then I'll make the purchase. If not, then I'll just empty it out. Now I do excuse me, that was rude. Excuse me. I do shop on people's Etsy shops, like for budgeting stuff, and it could be for a whole host of things or what have you. And I don't put things in the cart and then wait till Wednesday or Sunday or what have you. I don't do that. I'm not saying that, like that is a sale for them. I just don't do that, because Amazon, they can handle my putting loads of stuff in there. I don't want to do that to someone else. Maybe it's just me. I don't know, because I'm thinking, okay, well, maybe this person, and I know that they probably aren't, but in my brain, maybe the person is like, okay, yeah, I got a sale coming. The sale is coming, and I don't want to do that. So I just, when I'm purchasing on Wednesday, and at someone's Etsy shop, etc. For Amazon, yeah, I'll put stuff in the cart all the time and just go on. Excuse me, folks. But yeah. And as you know, rooted in essential oils. Once again, thank you so much for being here. Like I mentioned, the budget is personal, and just take your time with it. But of course, the budget is just a spending plan for your money, not my money. However you're doing your budget is your business. And it is personal, like I mentioned 2 or 3 times already prior. One has to do what works for them. You want to have control over your money. You want to know where each and every penny is going. The budget will help you reach your goals, whatever those goals are for you. It could be to get out of debt. Yes, being consistent with the budget, being laser focused on your budget, where every penny is going. And like I said prior, that doesn't mean that people won't have to shift some things in that budget, remove some things from their budget, get another job, 8 hours, or get a side hustle, or to do whatever to help them in reaching some of the goals that they may have. And the big one in my brain is the getting out of debt one. They may have to do other things to help them get out of debt. And of course, it's possible that they may not be able to get another job because they have the children. The children can't stay at home by themselves. The children can't stay at home, like overnight. Like if you get a gig and you coming in at 2 o'clock or something, depending on whether you're a two-parent family, one parent, a whole lot of other variables. I don't know anyone's situation. Shalom. Tay Weezy, how are you? Thanks so much for stopping by. Exactly, Steeler Nation. How are you? How are you? How are you? Thanks so much for being here. Thanks so much for being here. Thanks so much for stopping by. To get back over there to your channel. Your modern warfare game. In your reviews. Have you done any cooking lately? Actual cooking you may have. Feeling pretty good. I am doing well. Any day above ground is a good day. So I am doing well. Thankful. But yeah, and also rooted and everyone else that it may apply to may be helpful. And once you get out of debt, like I mentioned prior, it may, and of course, once we get out of debt, we want to do our level best to stay out of debt or to have, or maybe put controls on ourselves. These are the words that I am using for myself because I need to put controls on myself, like the 16 days. Okay, you can only go shopping on these days, girl. That's it. You can't be out here because if you want to do what it is that you're doing, those Wednesday and Sundays are going to be the only days. Part of the big picture, the 2 days a week of spending, that's it, Wednesday and Sunday. Part of the big picture, what it is that I'm doing, trying to do, etc. over here. But yes, we always want to do our level best once we get out of debt. And I'm talking like the credit card debt. I'm not talking about your mortgage or anything substantial like that. Mortgage or mortgages if you got rental property, et cetera, or vacation home or homes, et cetera. But do our level best to stay out of debt. Yes, life happens, things happen, unplanned things happen, and sometimes planned things, like you're planning to do something in your home and you're not doing like a big renovation or something or upgrade till you want to refinance or take some money out, etc. You want to do something and it may cost 2 or 3K. You don't want to go to a bank and all this stuff, and you may just put the thing on the credit card or something. I understand that life happens, and if you decide to do that, then fine. And then you just work to pay that off, and then you go to the next thing. But in the getting out of debt, etc., maybe you have other goals that you can now start to work on and focus on because you are out of debt, and the money that you utilize to get out of debt, you can put that towards saving toward whatever this other goal of yours or other dream of yours may have been, or something out into the future. Like if it's your children's college, you want to have some money saved. And of course, you can do a 529, which would probably be a good something to sock away money there. But that's a whole nother thing. And YouTube, I am not a financial planner, financial advisor, certified financial planner, lawyer of any type. And this information is just for entertainment purposes only. Fair use, all the things, YouTube, all the things. All the things. Hello, DJ Ron, the mechanic. How are you? Thanks for being here. I do appreciate it. I was over there yesterday. I do a full watch people. That's what I do, a full watch people when I do the video. So there was some nice classic cars over there, some tanks, as I would call them, because if you hit any of those cars, it won't put a dent in them. These little aluminum foil cars that they have out here now will just crinkle up like aluminum foil. But thank you so much, DJ Ron, the mechanic, for being here. I do appreciate it. I do appreciate it. I do appreciate that. Well, say Weezy, that is what will happen. You're probably too young. Well, we're both young. I'll just say that. So I won't make my next comment because I don't want to get into Tay Weezy's age. I'm 29 over here. But yeah, the budget is key, is personal. And like my title said, most of the time we have more month left than money because our money is gone. It has been expended, whether, like I mentioned prior, it was a good use. We pay all of our bills and we know that we weren't going to have anything left, or we didn't manage it properly and we may have went out or had brunch or too many brunches, or maybe went out on Saturday night, spent a little bit too much money buying the drinks, whatever it was, and we may have not managed it in a wise fashion. And now we have 2 more weeks left in the month before we get paid, or 7 more days before we get the next paycheck. So we're having more month than money. And if we want to get a control of that and on that, then budgeting, in my opinion, is key. It's just a spending plan for your money. You want to get control of your money. You want to know where every penny is going. And there is, and I am sure that most of you have probably heard of Dave Ramsey. I am not promoting or sponsoring Dave Ramsey, but some people do utilize the Dave Ramsey method in full, and then some people use Dave Ramsey inspired. So they will tweak some of the things that Dave Ramsey say to do and say that it's helpful if you did that. They may tweak one or two or some, or maybe the whole thing. It could be the whole thing, but they will tweak some of it. And so they will call it Dave Ramsey inspired. So, but yeah, lots of information and people that you can go and check out in the budgeting community in of itself, and just with regards to money, finance, investing, savings, etc., etc. Lots of lots of um, lots of resources out here in Google. And as with always, use your own judgment, use your own discernment. If something sounds a little bit crazy, don't just believe, the first thing that you read, hear, on these YouTube streets, or, even in just the Google world out here with regards to money. You have to do your research. Some things may or may not require a deep dive. You just have to look, research, and all that good. DJ Ron and Tay Weezy having a conversation. So are you building up a vehicle from the ground up, DJ Ron the mechanic? Or is someone building something up from the ground up? I know I went MC the Shiznit. I went to one of his videos, and one of the folks that, well, I didn't see the person's face, but it said that they had built up this truck from the ground up. I wish they had started it so I could hear it, like I was telling MC the shit yesterday when he was on my live. But yeah. Budgeting is key. Budgeting is key. You all go check out DJ Ron the mechanic. I think yesterday he was saying that he was telling Sweet Reed that he does installs of his own. I'm thinking that to be, maybe he probably does oil changes. You can let me know, DJ Ron the mechanic, and then you do all mechanical stuff, all mechanic stuff. Like, do you lift it up at your home and put on new tires, brake pads, rotors, alternators, spark plugs, all of that good stuff? DJ Ron the mechanic. He may or may not. He's in a big convo with Tay Weezy, but nonetheless. Thank you so much, DJ Ron, the mechanic, for being here. Thank you so much for being here. Rosalie James, thank you so much for being here. I do appreciate it. Oh, great. So rotors, brake pads. How do I know about these things? How do I know about these things? I'm a mechanic. Just because I can speak these things, I'm it. Something else came to my brain, but I'm not going to go there because this is not that type of show. Yeah, my husband said my Honda that I have right here need rotors. I don't know, it's just one side, both sides, but he bought 2 boxes of rotors, so I don't know whether both of them go on one side or it's one. I don't know. But nonetheless, great. Oh, you're here to help. You're here to help me be a mechanic. Thank you. You're here to help. So now on the rotors, he bought 2 boxes. So I'm thinking it's just the front tires that have the rotors. I don't know. Is that? I don't know. But I saw 2 boxes. And if he had 2 boxes hidden somewhere in his, in the other car, then I don't know. It could be. Yeah, he said he was going to put them over. He's very, very busy. I think he said that there was a person that works at his job that is a mechanic. He does that on the side besides working at FedEx. That does that. So at some point I need to do that. I need to go and get my other car emissions tested. There's always something with these cars, but thankfully emissions testing is great. That's easy. And I need to get an oil change too in both of my vehicles. My husband said he's going to do that, but maybe he can get this other guy to do it. I know, just always something that involves money. And I don't know, it was last month or month before I ordered the oil from Walmart and went and picked it up. I think it's 5 gallons or whatever it is, the big containers of oil. And I bought the oil filters also because I thought my husband was going to change it. Not that day, but like maybe within 3 weeks. But like I say, he is busy and I understand. So I'm not trying to pressure him. And then he told me about the guy at work. And now we just need to coordinate getting the cars. And my other car needs 4 new tires. Oh, the Nissan needs 4 new tires. Because I was driving it. This was a couple of months back, and we had to switch off cars a couple of times. And it's like, why does this car sound like a truck? Because it normally sounds like a truck after my husband drives it. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. He drives my cars, but something is going on. I was like, what is that? And then I asked him, he's like, oh, I need some new tires. I'm like, okay, so I needed some. So my husband knew that I needed some new tires, failed to tell me that I needed some new tires and let me drive the car knowing that I needed new tires. What does that say to you all out there? He's trying to kill me. Like, why is she laughing after she says that? I don't know what's going on, but I better stop talking about these cars before something really jumps off. He says, I install stereo system, LED lights, LED underglow kits. Yeah, you and MC the Shizzle is on this LED thing, but it's all good. It's all good. Okay. Where are you located? What state are you? Well, what state are you located? Where are you located? What state? Thanks for the 21 thumbs up, folks. Thanks for the 21 thumbs up. I do appreciate it. You're in Georgia. Okay. All right. I'm here in Maryland. Yes. Great. DJ Ron, the mechanic. Stereo system, LED lights, LED underglow kits. Okay. Great. Is this your part-time thing that you do, DJ Ron the mechanic? It's your part-time gig. And how do you budget if this is your part-time gig and maybe it's your business, maybe you have it set up as a business. How do you budget for that? I'm nosy. Ah, I'm nosy. Thank you all so much for being here. If any of you are going live or something or other like that, please put it in the chat so that I can know, and the folks that may not be family members with you will know also. And too, if you're going live, like the rest of the week, someone other like that, do that. You can drop it in the chat. Okay, I'm not seeing a budget for the link. Okay, so you're telling me that the link isn't working. That's in the chat. Okay. Have a premiere in 20 minutes today. Okay, what time is the premiere supposed to be happening? Rooted, I'm sure you heard me, Rooted Central. What time is the premiere supposed to be happening? And also after this live is done, then I will put the link in on the YouTube channel. And if you want, you can go back there. Of course, I dropped it in the thing, and when I put the cursor over it, it did give the thumb like it would. Like if I clicked on it, it would go. But I didn't click on it because I'm learning YouTube this way, back on the machine again, all the good stuff. And I never had to drop a link or anything, at least not that I can recall. And if I did, it's been many, many, many moons ago because I've been outside with it. So, yeah, the link should be at the top of the chat. And if that isn't working, then I will put it in the YouTube itself, on the video itself, and you all can go back and check it. So, DJ Ron the Mechanic is saying, my part-time work is DJing, car audio full-time, State Farm worker, plus postal work. What? You got so many things going on. Great, great, great. So are any of the ones that, of course, not the post office, unless it's independent contractor, I don't know. Okay. Your part-time work is DJing. So do you use a budget for your DJing, or you don't have to answer that because they're listening. They are listening. I don't want to get anyone in trouble, but I'll just state it this way. Of course, we want to make sure that we are accounting for all of our money. And Rooted and Essential Oils, when I remembered that he had a business, then I said, okay, you can have a budget for your personal, your home stuff, and also a budget for your business items also into it. And maybe people are using QuickBooks or some other type of straight up accounting so that they can do everything like invoice, receipts, accounts receivable, accounts payable, etc., 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 down the whole gamut. And then some people may be doing, and I know I'm going off on going into different areas. Even though they work for themselves, they may be giving themselves a W-2, which may be helpful because down the road it may be helpful. It just depends, because I think, and I listen to other content creators, and I pick up tidbits here and there, and I want to share one here, which the two of you and others that may have a business may know already. Sometimes when you're working for yourself, sometimes when you're going to a bank to ask for a loan or some other type of financial institution, it just maybe digital or online, they like to see W-2. So if you are paying yourself with a W-2, that may be a good and helpful thing down the road in case you want to go to a bank to borrow money for your business. Your business may just be right here, basement level, bottom level. You just level now, you're just starting out. But as it grow and grow and grow, you may need income or resources, money, i.e. from the banks. And if you have a W-2, so people can see that, oh, you're making this amount of money each week, each month, by week, et cetera, et cetera. That may be helpful to you. Because if you say you're just working for yourself and, I don't, you're showing them your accounts receivable, your accounts payable, and your, I don't know, other forms, other pieces of paper that they may ask for. I don't know, profit and loss statement, etc. If you've been doing something for a while. But yeah. So just consider at some point maybe the W-2, the W-2 down the road. He says, yes, he does. He has a budget for his money. The money I make from that goes to a different account. Same with my postal work goes to another account. When you have daughters, you have to keep money. Well, well, well. Here we go. Here we go. We had to get on the girl kick. Oh, the girls are just making all the money escape your hands quick, fast, and in a hurry, right, DJ Ron? Really? Are you really going to go there? Oh my goodness. The ism. How old are your daughters? Please say they're like 16 or 17. So in my brain, I can kind of sort of rationalize and think that this is something good. That, yeah, you may have a point. May have a point. If you tell me they're 3, 4, 5, 6, they're going to cross-eyed. But nonetheless, great that you have a budget for your business stuff, et cetera, et cetera. Oh, my girls be both are in college. Oh wow. Oh wow. Yeah, so that's probably another separate separate thing on your personal thing, which probably bleeds over to all the outlays that is going on. Tell them to tighten up. Tell them to tighten up. And what year are they? What year are they in their college journey adventure? But yeah, I don't want the yeah. And don't forget about the even for you, rooted in essential oils. He says that 7 p.m. Mountain Standard or 9 here for us Eastern Standard Time. Eastern Standard Time. So about 17 more minutes per my clock, you will be going live. Great. I can put my other computer on and not on this one. I don't know. They can be going on at the same time in the same spot. But yeah, heading into their junior year. Okay. All right. So in essence, 2 years left, junior and senior year. Whew, all the best. All the best. Are they going to school in Georgia there? Are they going to school in Georgia there? Did they get any type of scholarships or anything? And maybe you have mentioned, maybe you have mentioned some of the stuff on your show. I'm on your show, on your YouTube channel already. I don't know. Or maybe it's just cars and mechanic stuff, etc. Audio, car. Yeah, maybe it's just car stuff in all areas, DJ stuff that you are doing on your channel. Yeah, if you want to get on there and explain, like, oh my goodness, these daughters of mine that are in school, I have been putting out so much money, not for the, like opposite or beside the tuition or what have you. Like I'm sending them, $3 or $4 or $5 or $600 each per month, just so they can, have food, buy snacks, get their nail and hair done or something other like that. Might be helpful to the men out here that are in the home with their families, etc. Or maybe not in there. They're coming up upon this, and that's going to be an expense for them. I'm just rambling, folks. I'm just rambling. Just always thinking. But yeah, but the thing about the W-2, yeah. But I get it. As soon as the money comes in, it goes out. I get it. That's where the budget comes in, so you can, get it under control. Get it under control. And I get it that where we are in families, meaning the mom and dad both are present in the family, then, the monies are pulled together. That's one thing. If they're not pulled together, that's another thing. But you still can, do your budget. If the monies aren't pulled together. And then, as with anything, communication is key with regards to the budget. If you're pulling, you're putting all the money together, or if you're doing it by yourself, then if you got something going on and you want to share, or you say, hey, I want to start helping with this, something or another, or whatever it may be. School ain't cheap. It's most dealing with the food and the little things needed. Yeah. Yeah. Those are the ones that will be the drain on your money, the little stuff. And there's always a little thing that's happening and that is needed. That's causing these type of things. Yes, I understand. But it will be done soon, and hopefully, whatever it is that they are in school for, and that they continue on for the remainder of the 2 years, that it is something that is going to or will have been well worth their time, and that they can go out here and at first strike make decent money. That so they always say, "Oh, I went to school and I may have incurred, not you, but it could be anyone, X number of dollars in debt, and my job is just, I'm only making 45, 50K per year, and I got 100K of debt or 80K of debt over here." And then, of course, they don't want to come back home. They want to get the money. It's just a whole host of stuff, but that's a whole nother thing for a whole nother time. Yeah. But all the best to them. All the best to them. Yeah. So, Rooted in Essential Oils is going live in about 12 minutes per my clock here. I'm in Eastern Standard Time Zone. I have 8:48 p.m. It's going live with a premiere. So you all can check him out. Check him out. Rooted in Essential Oils. And he has a business where he is, I think, selling essential oils, etc. But he'll let you know when you go to the premiere. And if you just go to his channel, I'm sure that there is a link or something there for his business venture. Yes. How's your night going, Rosalie? Rosalie James, how is your night going? Are you at home? Are you at work? Are you safe? It's dark out there. At least it's dark here. I'm sure it's dark there in New York where you're located. Hopefully you're safely inside of your home, all that good stuff. Hopefully you had a productive day, as the rest of the folks in the chat. Hopefully you all had a productive day. Are you going live anytime soon, DJ Ron the Mechanic or Rosalie James? In home, in bed, watching you, watching me just ramble on and on and on. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, Rosalie. I appreciate it, Rosalie. I appreciate it. And sometimes when I get on here, because it's my third day doing, lives in the evening, and I hope to continue it. If I have something to talk about, I'll find something to talk about, I guess. And people show up, I do appreciate it. Have you ever considered going live, Rosalie? You let me know in the comments. Miss Jill, hello, Miss Jill. How are you? How are you? Thanks so much for being here. I do appreciate it. I do appreciate it. And Rooted in Essential Oils, he is going live shortly, and at 9 in 10 minutes from now for me, 9 Eastern Standard Time. He is going live. And he may or may not be here because he's going live, so he's probably going to get himself together. It's a premiere, I do believe he said. And he mentioned that the link did not work. The link that I put at the top of the chat did not work. Like I said, I did not try because I'm learning and learning and learning about this YouTube thing, and doing just a basic live is fine, but putting in links and what have you, I thought that it would work, because when I put the cursor on it, it did. The hand came on it, like you could click on it and it would open up to the thing or what have you. So, I mentioned it quite a few times, and he was the one that said that it did not work. So, of course, I will check it once the live is done. But I am going to leave the link also on the YouTube video itself. The YouTube video itself. Oh, Rosalie says she's getting a new phone soon so that she can do lives. Yes, yes, yes. Good, good, good. I understand. And Rosalie is saying, yes, when I get a tablet or another phone, she's going to start doing lives. Yes, yes. Thank you so much, Miss Jill, for being here. Thank you so much. Do you have a YouTube channel, Miss Jill? So I can go check you out. It's just easier to ask and you to say yes or no. So, because, we don't want to, none of us would never ever want to waste our time. But thank you so much for being here. Glad that you're doing well. She says, I am well. I love budgeting. And you popped up in my feed. I hope you're well. I am doing well. I am doing well. And you love budgeting. Great, 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 great. Do you have a budgeting channel? Are you getting into budgeting? You want to start budgeting, or you want to get back to budgeting? Where are you with your budgeting stuff? If you want to share, Miss Jill, you don't have to, because I'll just start talking. No channel for you, just a YouTube supporter. Thank you. Like Yvette Miner and Tamika Davis. We do appreciate your support, Miss Jill, as Tamika Davis and Yvette Miner support also into. We really appreciate, and I thank you for your support of me on this live and other people that you're supporting, whether they're in the budgeting community or not. We appreciate all the supporters. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. DJ1, phone can't work. Okay, you're still here, Rooted in Central Oil. Okay. I recently decided to go back to the $0 based budgeting. Yes, the Dave Ramsey method, which is great. And I mentioned that briefly. Hopefully the link works. The link is at the top. It should be like the third item. I don't know. Sometimes when the chat is going on, you don't see like the first, some of the first people that come in the chat or what have you. After a while, it seems to me, but I don't know. But there is a link at the top. It should be the one that I posted. It should be the third item, etc. So if you're saying that you can't go live on your phone, Rosalie, there is a way that you can go live. I'm not sure whether that is what you are saying or not. But I do take your point that you're going to get a new phone and you want to go live that way. But you can utilize your phone to go live. I'm sure you have a smartphone. Yeah. DJ Ron the Mechanic is asking what phone is she looking at. So do you plan to go whole hog back to, I guess you were $0 budgeting before, Miss Jill, and you're going to go back to that. Yeah, that's good. And back to the link again. Hopefully the link works. If it doesn't, then I will post it in the video itself. And just earlier, I mentioned about the link should have the two budgets that I put out here. One was the budget mom, which you may or may have not heard of, Miss Jill, or some of the other folks. And I've been talking to the other folks, so you're the newest person, Miss Jill. The budget mom, and one was for the weekly paycheck budgeting. And these two and a few others are in the link that I posted. And like I said, if the link isn't there, I will post the link and a few other ones on the YouTube video itself, so you guys can readily go and get the information there. And I just did a sample monthly budget for a person, a single person, just themselves on the monthly one, and their income was $2,500, and how it's broken down You know this already, Miss Jill, from having done it. So let me get a sip of water, folks. Fixed expenses, variable expenses, debts, and savings. And then you do the totals of all of that. And then you end up, and in this example scenario, I did a zero-based budget also into. And then the next one I did was the same one, same printable from the Budget Mom monthly budget. And it was a family of four, husband and wife, a 3-year-old and 11-year-old, and their monthly income was $6,500 in all the different categories here. And then this one again was a zero-based budget. And then the next one that I highlighted was number 4 on the link. And it is how the monthly budget for the family of 4, if you broke it down by paycheck per week, they will be getting, they will be budgeting with $1,625 per week. And of course, 4 weeks will make $6,500, and divide everything by 4. And these were the figures. And of course, a zero-based budget here also into. But this could work for, of course, weekly, bi-weekly. And if you just have monthly pay and you want to see how it looks on the weekly, you can do it this way also into, and actually work it that way also into. But yeah, let me go back to the comments. Yes, the $0 is more tedious, but I'm preparing my finances for a big purchase, so it's important to focus more. I fully understand it. You are exactly right. You're exactly right. Make sure, just as the budget is a plan for your money, and we have to get control of it and know where each and every dollar is going. And in the Dave Ramsey method, assign each dollar a job. And like you said, you have a big purchase coming up, so you got to laser focus in on every dime, making sure that it is going to work for you, your family, you don't have any hiccups, etc., etc. DJ Ron is saying that sounds great. Your big purchase that you got and being laser focused. Got to focus more. It's important to focus more on that and make it all happen for sure, for sure. Okay, Rosalie is saying calls will interrupt her lives. Understand that. I loosed up a bit, but with inflation, I needed to crack down. LOL. Yes, that inflation, these prices are ridiculous, as I and others in the chat tonight and before have talked about these prices for food, gas, Vicks Vapor Rub. I was talking about that earlier. Everything has gone up. Body wash, deodorant, et cetera, et cetera. These things have gone up. Even well, yeah, everything just has gone up, up, up. And we have to make adjustments. We have to make adjustments. And sometimes those adjustments means finding ways. Of course, in my brain, we want to take the path of least resistance. We want to try and look for the easiest thing that we can do to, combat the inflation, keep more money, of course, as always, with us to help us with this inflation that's going on. And then going to our budget, looking at our budget, seeing what we can cut out, cut back, cut down on some of the things that we may or may not need, all of that good stuff. And that is what we have to do. But yeah, inflation is something. She says, you haven't heard of the Budget Mom? Yes, she has a YouTube channel. She has an Etsy shop, I do believe, and she has a website. And she does have a free resource library with this budget printable in there, a whole host of other trackers, savings trackers, expense trackers. She have, and all of these are printable, free printables. And what you have to do is you have to sign up with your email address, and she will send you the code so that you can access the free resource library that has this printable and a whole host of other printables in there for a whole host of stuff. It is a great resource tool, and you can go and print it out. If you're the paper and pen type of person like I am, then you can go there, and it is all free. And she does have a website where she sells items also in too. But like, I'm not promoting or endorsing, I'm just saying what it is that I know about her channel and her website, etc. And like I said, she has a YouTube channel, and I've been there before too. And yeah, great information. She helps people with their budgets. And I haven't been there in a bit. And then her and another young lady will come on and discuss her budget, the budget mom's budget, and the other young lady's budget, how they did for the previous month, all that good stuff. And like I said, she helped families. They don't show on camera with her, at least the videos of that I've seen, they don't show on camera with her, but they give her all the information for the budget, and she do their budget and then give them pointers, tips, etc., how they can do this, do that, do the other, whatever. Great information, great resource, the Budget Mom. And you can get all the printables for free with the email address, and she'll send you the code so you can access the library. Let's see what else is on here. But yeah, great resource. And of course, the budgeting community in itself on YouTube. Of course, you can just plug in different words and come up with lots of folks. DJ Rob the Mechanic is saying, I cut back on a whole lot of unnecessary stuff that he didn't need. Yes, me too. And like I was mentioning yesterday, if you have something that's still usable, still in good condition, and you think that someone would buy it, you can always try to sell it on eBay, all these other sites that they have out here. Poshmark, if it's, offer up. What made you get into budgeting? I had to get control of of my money. Nothing spectacular, anything, nothing big was happening or anything like that. I just needed to get a hold of my money. I wanted to save more, do better, that type of thing. And it is working. It is working. Sometimes I get off of my budget, but I have to get back on it. It is what it is. Yeah. But yeah, I needed to, yeah. When you just spending money. I wasn't saying like not overly willy-nilly, but willy-nilly, to where you don't know where it's going. And sometimes you can't see what it is that you did with your money, throughout the month or the next month. You look back like wow, what did I spend this on? Like, I don't, and you start looking, you go back and you look at, you go online to your bank, your checking account, and like, wow, I spent this at this place. Like, what did I buy? What did I buy? What did I buy? And you really, can't answer fully. I wasn't budgeting, wasn't doing any type of expense tracking. And if I was, it was pitiful and pathetic. And I just needed to get a hold of it. Yeah. DJ Ron the Mechanic. Miss Jill is saying to me too. I saw where I was wasting, and it was food for me. I love eating out at restaurants. Okay. Yeah, we all got something that we love doing, or maybe still love to do, et cetera, that, like, okay, I got to rein this in, or I got to stop fully, or I got to rein it in, cut back, to where I'm good with spending X number of dollars now to go and do the thing that I love to do. Vice not spending 300, 400, 500 a month or whatever, doing the thing that I love to do, et cetera, et cetera. So like, as we know, it's a mindset shift. We just have to keep working our plan daily. Keep working our plan and keep it, top of mind. And I know we got other things going on too. But yeah, and DJ Ron the Mechanic said one of the TV service was charging $200. Is that cable? I cut that out and added a Fire Stick on every TV. Plus, I put up an outside antenna to catch local TV. I bought my own Wi-Fi modem. and just pay for Wi-Fi. And I have been trying to get my husband to cut the cable, just do Wi-Fi, because I don't even watch TV anymore. I haven't watched TV in a long while, in a few years. In a few years, I have not watched TV. But he still does. If he wants to do it, then okay. But yeah, that great idea, great idea. And a lot of people have cut cable over the many, many years. It may have been decades, but people have just slowly been cutting cable because they can get the Fire Stick. They got all these streaming services where they can get the local channels, and that is enough for them. They got their machines in their hands so they can get the news and everything on their phones readily accessible to them. So they don't have to sit in front of the TV waiting for, some show, et cetera, et cetera. Rosalie is saying Samsung Galaxy is the type of phone that she has. Miss Juliet, the body wash was insane. I opted for the bar on one trip. I hear you, because I started to get back into using the bar soap because it was like, okay, I can get 8 and pay the same that I would for a bottle, a little bit more, but it was well worth having 8 bars. And when I can get those coupons, that's when I get the body wash. When the body wash is on sale already, and then I have a coupon, and it's well worth it to get the body wash. Of course, doing in that scenario, in that situation, but the body wash is off the chain. Deodorant has kind of sort of always been high. Now it's just been exorbitant, and now I got to have a coupon if I get it. I have got to have a coupon if I get it. I mean, I do get it, trust. And when I have the coupons, I get like 2 coupons, and yeah, not going without deodorant, folks, or a whole lot of other things. But yeah, the prices are just sky high, sky high. Okay, the premiere is about to start, he says. Should be 7 minutes into it. So that is Rooted in Essential Oils. Go check him out. Go check him out. Go check him out. Guess I could start him on my phone over here and turn down the volume. But you still get the time if if you're doing that. And I'll just turn the volume down if you got the premiere going. Yeah, the premiere is going. So yeah. I don't want it to interfere with what I got going on over here. What else is going on, folks? And I don't like using the phone because the letters are too small. I got 4 eyes already, so but I want to support. He can get the watch hour time. What else is going on, folks? DJ Ron Mechanic is telling Rosalie, set your camera settings on your Samsung to 180p, 680 FPS for recording your videos. That's why he has his phone to those settings. Just look at how clear my videos are. Okay. Miss Jill is saying exactly, me too. Maybe on the beginning of the coupons. Yes. You are welcome. Well, he's not here now. He's over there on this premiere. Really such a horse. Yes, I print out my coupons, and if I have I shop at Giant, on Wednesdays and Sundays for the sales, of course, for the sales, and then they have a reduced thing also into. And then sometimes they have unadvertised sales, which I love. But I go to their website and I put in like the digital coupons, and it gives you so much off of the price that they have there already. But they have the sticker there with the digital price away. And if it's good and it works for me, then I do that. And the digital coupon that they have is like a manufacturer's coupon, so I can't put another coupon on top of that. Yeah. Which is a bummer, but nonetheless. But for all the other stuff that I get, and I just have a regular coupon. I'm buying as many as they have, and it's on sale already. And then, like I said, I'm doubling it up with the coupon. Miss Jill is saying, I stream everything. Rosalie is telling DJ, thank you. Great, great information to know. Yeah, me too over here, Rose. I'm just an apprentice over here with this YouTube on the laptop, which I've done before, and just coming on here, going live, real easy, not an issue. But just the thing with I'm going to have to check with the link because Ruth is saying it's not working. Then he asked where it was, so I'm not quite sure. Nonetheless, Miss Hill said, I opted for that coupon quick. Yes, we got to make it work because this inflation is just crazy. And where people can use coupons and any other type of loyalty program type thing that these stores are offering you for the stores that you shop in all the time, etc. Use it, and definitely, as we know, shop the circulars, shop the sales for like your food. If they're having toilet paper on sale and it is a good price and it works for you, great. If you can get a coupon for the toilet paper from some of the stuff out here, that's great. Yes, and don't forget, coupons.com is a great place to go and print off coupons. Coupons.com, great resource. And PG Everyday, that is a good place to go and get coupons. So go and check that out. And they have for all the Procter and Gamble products. And most of the time, it's laundry detergent, Tide, Gain, Bounce. I see Dreft on there. Ariel, which is that the laundry detergent, the flakes or the powder detergent. I'm saying it's Ariel. I'm saying Ariel. That is good. So they are coupons.com. I'm going to write it down on here and then I'm going to put it on the thing. But, oh, what am I doing? I can write it in here. And of course, it's always www, but this is not a link. This is just me putting it in here. Coupons.com. And it's PG Everyday. See, now I'm just an apprentice myself because I'm telling them I'm going to put in a thing and I can just put it in here. But make sure you put www and it's pgeveryday.com. They may have something else behind it, but I think it's PG Everyday. I went to the site this morning. Sometimes, when you go, you just go and you're just like, okay. But yes, but it's PG for Procter and Gamble Everyday.com. And yeah, for the Procter and Gamble.com ones, you have to use the coupon that day because it's only like for one day and it's that day. Now, there was a time when, I don't know, maybe it was a holiday or something that it was just like for 2 days, but most of the time it's going to be for that day. So make sure that when you print out the coupons that you are going that day. And maybe the case that it'll trip over to the next day, just depending, but try and not press your luck. And it may say on there someplace that it's for just that day. But from what I've seen, it's for just that day or the next day. It's a very short time frame on that. The coupons.com is a little bit more timely. I mean, you have more time on those coupons, but those are the two that I go to. And of course, print, going online to Giant in this case for me, doing the digital coupons for Giant. And I shop at Aldi, but you can't use coupons. But yeah, what else is going on? Rosie says she's going to have someone set or show her how to do that. Great, great. Yeah, because my grandkids, they taught me a lot when I first started messing around with this phone. Which is good. And it's good information to know. It is good information to know because this is the way of the world and it has been the way of the world for quite some time. Still a lot that I don't know, but I know enough to be dangerous. And Rosalie says she's going to connect back with DJ in 24 hours to see if she's got it all together and it looks good. Good, good, good. We are here to support and help. That is what the community, any and all community should be doing. Our community, big time. So hopefully you were able to see. Okay, you said okay. I guess you got the sites. Yeah, you got the sites. Yeah, there may be other sites out here. And of course, I'm sure you're familiar with like Ibotta, which I used to use, but I don't use anymore. And I must have did something, maybe signed up maybe one too many times or put in some information. I forgot what information I put in because I might have been on one of those things like, okay, I'm not going to put in such and such, actual information, but nonetheless. So I'm not with Ibotta anymore, but they have, where you can, they have, um, well, this one is called Fetch. You may have heard of it, and you can use all your receipts. You can even use ATM receipts, etc. When you buy something online from Amazon or any of those places, like e-receipts, and you snap a copy of them, and it'll give you so many points. Most of the time, it's 25 points, and then you get other points if you buy particular products, and they'll have a list of all the products that you can buy and how many points they're going to give you if you buy so much, a dollar amount, and they will give you so many more points, etc. And then after you get so many points, then you can turn those points in for a gift card or some other like that. And I always opt for the Walmart $10 gift card or what have you. And then I go in there and I buy something for my emergency kit, et cetera, whatever like that. But it takes a lot of. But if you're buying stuff, then you can just you're buying stuff, your husband is buying stuff. When I see receipts lying about someplace, I just snap a copy of it, pick it up and snap a copy of it and whatever. But yeah, and then they also added this other function when for Fetch, you snap the receipt and every 24 hours you can play that little game to earn extra points for free. And that's always a good thing. I think the most I ever got was like 200 points, which is fine because it all adds up in the end. Well, it's a frugal mama says she does that too with Fetch, Ibotta, etc. The and I know that Wellness for Frugal Mama also has a YouTube channel, and she goes live Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time with her very beginner friendly exercise and thought of the day, affirmation of the day, and she also is working the frugal mama part, working those coupons, especially the $5 off of $25 at Dollar General. Yes, and some of the things that she buys, she donates to charity. Snap random receipts. Yes, if they're on the floor, if they're in the basket, someone left them, etc., etc. Yes, I even the gas station that I go to, which is generic or off-brand. I said, "Hey, can I get the receipts of the people that don't ask for the receipts?" And she was like, "No, because the camera's there and they're watching everything." And da da da. I was like, "Okay, all right, no problem. I'm gonna ask for those receipts. You don't want them, give them to you. Help a sister out." Hello, I bring it every day. Hello, Kelly. How are you? How are you? Thanks so much for being here. I do appreciate it. I do appreciate it. I do appreciate it. I do appreciate it. We're just over here chatting it up, just chatting it up about different things, budgeting, coupons, etc., etc., etc. How was your knitting thing today? I stopped by, of course, as you know. How did it go? How was it all? Did you make anything? Did you create anything? Because I popped in and then I move around. There's always something to do. There's always something to do. Yeah, how was the knitting thing, Kelly? And I bring it every day. We're just on here chatting. We got Rosalie James here in the house tonight. We got Miss Jill in the house tonight. Miss Jill is a supporter. She doesn't have a YouTube channel yet. I'm just putting it out in the atmosphere, Miss Jill. So don't. No harm, no foul. Don't come for me. Don't come for me. But she says she supports. She watches and she supports various YouTubers here. Rosalie is a YouTuber out here. So go check out her channel. She was just getting some information from DJ, all that good stuff. So at some point she's going to go live when she gets her gadgets together, a new phone, a new tablet, etc., etc. But maybe she'll get the phone that she has going down together and we'll start doing some lives. so we can see her and hear her. She has a beautiful voice. It's a beautiful voice. Yeah, budgeting is key. And goodness knows those coupons. We've been talking about a whole host of things here. Yeah, it's talking about the price of body wash going up, soap too, but body wash going up. My Vicks Vapor Rub went up. But like I said, on Sunday when I went to the Dollar Tree, my prayer was answered, folks. $1.25. I picked up 2 bottles of uh, their Vicks, their Vicks Vapor Rub. Works for me because I'm not paying $7 and some change for Vicks. I'm just not going to do that. I'm just not going to do that. I'm just not going to do that. It's just crazy. Just everything is skyrocketed, as we know, Great, Kelly, that you had a good day. You said you made a leaf. Oh, you're welcome. Welcome. You're welcome. Here to support you. Come to my channel. I'm reciprocating. Come to yours. I enjoy the content. How's I bought it. How's he doing? I need to get on here on Friday to see what he's doing. Mr. I bought it is her husband, folks. Yes. We've just been talking about a whole host of stuff. There is a link, and hopefully it is working. That is posted at the top. It should be the third one that I put there, if I recall correctly. It's been I've been here a minute. She said, "It's always been a hot mess." Most men are. No, let me. I'm wrong for that. But there is a link at the top. Like I said, hopefully it's working. Sister probably should have tried it, but I'm an apprentice just like Rosalie is, and I am just coming on here doing a regular live. Great, putting stuff in the chat when it clicks in my brain that I need to put something in the chat, because normally that does not happen. So of course I took the occasion to put in the link to get the budget that I talked about from the Budget Mom. And the other one, which is number 4 in the link, when you click on it, and like I said, hopefully it's working. I got a report that it wasn't, and then I got a report that they couldn't see the link. And the number 4 for the paycheck by paycheck, if it's weekly, bi-weekly, you can use the weekly one. And even if it's monthly, if you want to break it down that way, you can do the monthly one too. So there is a link there to those 2 items, and there are some other ones in the link that are on the link also in 2. I don't know what you have to do to get those, but these were free, because I'm about free as much as I can get free, and not everything and that's free is of value or is good. I get it, but in this case, yes. And of course, you can always go online and Google all that good stuff. Free budget printables. You can do paycheck by paycheck, monthly, bi-weekly, etc. You can pay someone, like go to the Etsy shop or maybe other websites that you may know on your own. And of course, for the Etsy folks, they will have a download. You pay, and then you can get the download to the budget that you love. It's real pretty. It's fancy. It has all the things that you want and like. You can do it that way. And then, of course, if you Google and put in all the things, you're going to get millions of hits. And then you're going to have to pilfer through all the stuff, the people that are selling stuff, the people that just wants to get your information. They're going to send you here, and you never get the thing or what have you. And with the Budget Mom, and yeah, like I was mentioning to Miss Jill, with the Budget Mom, because she had never heard of her, with the Budget Mom, you can go to her website, and she has a free resource library. However, in order to access the library, you will have to give your email address, and then she will send you the code in order for you to access the free resource library that has this budget in it and a whole host of other, like I mentioned before, savings trackers, envelopes, cash envelopes that you can print out and, make them yourself, et cetera, et cetera. A whole great information and resources out there for your budgeting and budgeting needs. But, of course, get and do what works best and well for you folks. Yes, yes. Oh, yes, I saw you, Kelly. I saw you, Kelly, here in my live yesterday. Thank you so much. It was informative. Thank you so much. Rosa, you're doing a wonderful job, Wanda. Very brave, too. Thank you so much. But, once you do it, Rosalie, it'll just become old habit, like most things. It become old habit. Once you get over the fear of it, if you want to use that word, excuse me, folks, get some hand sanitizer. That's around my nose. Yeah. Once you do it your first time or two, it'll become old hat. You get over the fear, you just get on and, start talking. And then the folks in the chat will help you if they got something going on and they're responding to whatever it is that you're saying, or they ask a question and then you can just feed off of that if you find yourself at a loss for words. Yeah, just make it happen. But definitely always have something to talk about. And even sometimes when I'm doing my walking and talkings, a lot of times I don't have anything to talk about. And so I can always talk about something budgeting or money related or what have you, but that gets a little bit old and stale. And trust, I do when I am doing the walking and talking, I mention something, and whatever it is I'm talking about, it may bring me back to the money part of it, et cetera, et cetera. But just every day, 30 or more minutes of just talking about money, finance, budgeting, it gets old and stale. So what I do is I'll look up some news stories or what have you that may be of interest to me and that may be helpful to the people that, the loved ones in the audience, the folks that come to the live, and then just talk about that. Like the Carly Simmons, Russell's, why am I saying Simmons? The Carly Simmons thing, I did a live chat about that and, about the wig, just about the wig. You will find things to talk about. You can always Google and see if you can find something to talk about. Or if you just have something specific, like me, it would be budgeting, more budgeting. But I needed to move beyond that. Even just when I was just doing the budgeting stuff itself, that's why I changed my name to Wanda Budgets and Beyond, because I need to do the and beyond stuff. Because with the budget is very personal. I don't have a lot of stuff going on in my life. My daughter is out of here. And I have grandchildren and a great grandchild also too. So I'm at a different stage in my life, even at 29, yes. The delusional. Delulu. But the budget is personal. Everyone is at a different stage in their life, what have you. And like I mentioned before, I don't share everything I don't share everything in my budget or hardly anything in my budget. You see me stuffing my envelopes, for my personal envelopes and the sinking funds that I have going on and the savings challenges that I have going on. All of that good stuff. So you share what it is that you want to share. If you don't share anything, that's fine. If you share little, that's fine. People do what it is that they want to do, and that is perfectly fine. But yeah, once you get on here and start talking, yes, just always have something to talk about. And if you do your live and it only lasts for 5 or 10, if that's all that you can talk, and because possibly no one is showing up to the live to begin with, then so be it. It's just going to be 5 or 10 minutes. But try to, talk. And even if no one is there, just keep talking. Trust someone. It's been my experience that someone will show up. Now, everyone has a different experience. I can't speak to the billions of people that are on YouTube, using YouTube, coming to people's lives. I can't speak to all of that, but people will show up. People will show up. So just keep talking, but definitely have something to talk about. Find a topic, whatever your thing is. If it's of a spiritual nature, fine. If it's of a motivational and spiritual, fine. Then talk about the things that you are comfortable talking about, that that works for you, that this is the type of person that you are, et cetera. Then do that. And then as you start doing it, you'll find that other things may come into view, to where you want to start talking about those too. And it could be just something that's happening in the news. Who knows? It could be anything, because the news is happening all the time, good, bad, and indifferent. And just like with the Carly Russell story, when I was doing that live, I had seen another YouTuber that was talking about a New York Post story, Rosalie in New York, a New York Post story, and the title of the thing was about her ex boyfriend saying to stop bullying her, stop cyberbullying her, etc. And that is not good. Don't do that. And you don't know a person's mental health and all this other stuff. But most of the story was about the wig, and the story writer, whomever, or his group or team had found three, I think, African American hairstylists that just went on and on and on about the wig, that a Black woman would never leave her wig in a car, da 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 da. And from the photos they had seen that were portrayed in the news, that they may have seen on her social media, the wig looked like it was $800 or more. And the three things that were, you can't mess with a Black woman about, and all this other stuff. And then just in that story, and maybe is it true? Is that, what are we? Are we just our wig? And I was talking about the NDRE song, I am not my hair. And then I'm like, is that different now? Are we just our hair? Because, a lot of emphasis, we take care of our hair. We put a lot of emphasis on our hair. We go out and we, purchase wigs, weaves, etc. And there's nothing wrong with purchasing, buying, and fixing your hair and doing whatever it is that you want to do with it. In this story where there was a baby, we know it is what it is now. We know the story to that. At the time, there was a baby missing, but then after she came home, it stopped being about this kid missing. It probably stopped being about that. And then it was this 25-year-old, she's a grown person, not 0 to 17, was abducted based on, they heard her scream. So all this other stuff, it stopped being about. Now that all that was done, she was back home. Now we're like, her hair. So I did a story on that, which is totally different from, but you'll just find things, and you will just find things to talk about. You will just find things to talk about. Yeah. Thank you so much, Rosalie, for saying I'm doing a wonderful job. Not. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I want to do my lives on the streets 5 to 10 minutes. Yes. Okay, that's fine. Well, start there. Start there. Start there. Yes, but you can talk about a whole host of things. I mean, in New York, like if you just, for example, like if you're just walking around, because I know I saw you like getting off the train and getting on the train and then getting off the train and going across the bridge, and you were showing the train yards on both sides, et cetera, all that good stuff. So that is good. And you're talking through it. That is good. But yeah, but like if you go like into Times Square or something or other like that, you could, there's just a whole lot of things you can do. You can highlight, businesses or restaurants that you visited, that you like, or if it's a famous one that people want to go to, you can, highlight that and talk about that, et cetera, et cetera. Could be a whole, and then you can go into the best time to go, and you can't get a reservation for so much. I mean, for so many, if that's the case, like for so many months, and make sure you have, at least $500 if you go to this restaurant, just a whole host of stuff. And maybe those $1 or $2 pizza places you could go to. It's just a whole a whole lot that you can do. But yeah, just like with anything, it's the starting part. And I get what you say. Yes, it's the start. Doing the lives, 5 to 10 minutes in the streets is a start, and getting people to come to your channel. And then if people come to your channel and ask questions or what have you, then you can incorporate that and just start answering their questions, etc., etc. Good. Yeah. Yeah. So how are your girls doing? I know you have adult children, Kelly. I bring it every day. How are your adult children doing? I am just talking, talking, talking. Tomorrow, tomorrow I should be walking and talking. I should be walking and talking tomorrow. Rosalie is saying, yes, Times Square is definitely one of the places. Yes, yes, and yes. Yes, yes, and yes. And at some point, and I know it's probably real easy to do on here, but it seems as though I'm always touching something. It's probably me being fast, not focusing, and not paying attention to where I can just do something and then have it set up as a premiere. But I like doing the live mostly, but at some point I'm going to have to, just have some stuff in the can, as it were. As it were. They are working hard for the money. Okay, Donna Summers. Maybe you're going to sing that next time, Kelly. What do you have one day? So when do you do your karaoke? The day that I went by there. What day was it? Hello, Tina and Life. How are you? Thanks so much for dropping in. Thanks so much for dropping in. I do appreciate it. We're just sitting here. I'm just sitting here bumping my gums, and I appreciate all the loved ones that are here, all the people that are in my live that have shown up to my live tonight. Thank you for the 24 likes. Please don't forget to hit the like button. And if you aren't a family member, please consider becoming a family member to me and the other people that are in the chat. The other people that are in the chat. One evening after work, you're going to go to Times Square. Yes, 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 yes. We would love to see it. I mean, I was just thinking about it. My husband and I taking like a day trip to, an overnighter to New York. Might have to do, see about his schedule, because he's normally off on Mondays. So I'm saying if he can get like a Monday and a Tuesday off or something other like that, and we can, or maybe 3 days or something other like that, and come back to New York. Since the COVID stuff, are they crazy? Are they still wearing masks there? I might want to ask that before especially, and I want to ask someone that actually lives there. I don't want to go online and find out something. Then I go to some place where, and then I go there and then find out they're doing masks. I can't do a mask because I got 4 eyes. I can hardly breathe. I'm too old for that type of carrying on. That was on Monday. It's on Monday, 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. Okay, so do something. Yeah, but Times Square, lots of good live streams that can happen from there, et cetera, et cetera. Just talking about a whole host of things. The topic of my thing was about budgeting, and I'm going to go over that for you, Tina, and Life in just a moment. But yet, I'm just talking about a whole host of things now. Couponing, inflation, and of course, now we were talking about going lives. Rosalie, who's in the chat, talking about going live, and I'm just giving her some information pointers, etc., from my point of view. And there's a whole lot of point of views out here. But earlier, with regards to the budget thing, I was talking about the budget, and thanks to the Regina Show, Spiller Girl TV, AI Regina Show, she gave me this idea. She gave me some pointers when I went to her live last night, and I was like, that is a great idea to actually do a budget, talk about budget. And I said, maybe I'll put in a link also into. And so she was the one that gave me the idea, the thought, and voila, here I am chatting about the budget. I've talked about the budget, and there is a link at the top. It should be the third one there. But the two budgets that are on, well, there's like five, I think, on there. But the two that I print out was one from the Budget Mom, and this is the monthly budget. And then the other one is a paycheck by paycheck budget, the weekly paycheck by paycheck budget. So if you get paid weekly, and you can use this for the bi-weekly and for your monthly income, you got the monthly income, you just break it down into 4 weeks and divide whatever your monthly expense amount is, divided by 4. And then each month, of course, each week you will save that money in the bank. And then when the fourth week rolls around, you get paid, then disperse the money to the different bills. Or if in 3 weeks, you have enough in there to pay a particular bill, then you would do it at that time too. And of course, the budget is personal. Now, with the Budget Mom, if the link works and you don't have to give information, then that is fine. But with the Budget Moms on her website, she has a free resource library. However, in order to access the free resource library, you have to give your email. Then she will send you the code so you can get access to the free resource library, which has this budget and a whole host of other budgeting information related items in there. It is a great resource there. I appreciate her content, etc. She has a YouTube channel also into, and her business website is the one that you would go to get this information. We wear masks if we want, mostly in hospitals. Okay, good information to know, Rosalie. Good information to know. I think the last time that I came there, and it's been a minute, and of course, pre-COVID, we stayed at the Roosevelt Hotel. It was my daughter and I, and a friend of hers, so she could have someone to talk to. It's like, bring somebody so you can talk to, because I'm your mom and you're gonna be back here, and I'm gonna have to stay up all night, but you're gonna go out with your girlfriend. Okay, great. Yeah, but I had a great time. Yeah, let's see what else is going on. Tina and Life. I love that the Budget Mom has so many freebies. Yes, me too. So you're familiar with the Budget Mom. Yes. Whew. Thank you so much, Rosalie, for being here. Hopefully something of what I said was helpful. Of course, I will be seeing you around. Thank you so much for being here, joining this live, spending this time with me. I do appreciate it greatly. Thank you for supporting. And of course, you have my support also into sleep well. And I'll see you in the morning, I'm sure, with a song. Yes. Thank you. Yes. But yeah, I love her show. And like I was mentioning prior, and as you know, if you're familiar with her, Tina and Life. And thank you so much, Tina and Life, for dropping by, for being here. I do appreciate it. And let us know if you have a YouTube channel, Tina and Life. Let us know if you have a YouTube channel. And Rosalie is saying she wear on the train because of her sinuses. Yes, I did hear you mention about your sinuses in your whatchamacallit. Yep. So yeah, and of course, as you know, the Budget Mom, she, her and another young lady, every month, you don't have a channel, you just watch and support. Great. Thank you so much. I appreciate your support. English is not my first language. I appreciate your support. Thank you for letting us know. Yes. So her and the other girl and another young lady, they do their budget for the previous month. And that is good and helpful, and because it maybe they like doing accountability buddy type stuff, which is a good thing if you don't have one and you would like to get one. English is my first language. Sometimes it may not seem like it. Maybe sometimes I might be talking too fast, and sometimes the words get a little jumbled up, whatever. But I am learning Spanish. Because that was something that I was starting to stop also into, like my budget at one point, but now I'm on it. But yeah, English is my first language. Sometimes I just like, are you sure? however, uh, when I'm talking to my husband, and I know that I'm speaking English, but maybe he is hearing French or something or another. I don't know. Maybe it's a guy thing, but it's just. Oh, you're trying to learn French? Oh, here we go. Je m'appelle Wanda. That's all I know. And we. I don't even know how to say hello in French. They probably just say hello since a lot of things are westernized, but it's probably hard to even say hello in French. They seem like they make everything so hard. Sounds sexy, I guess, if you're a man talking to a woman. But oh, bone. Oh, yeah, I know that too because I said everything. Hello, is that good morning or something, or is that just hello, good morning, everything? I thought that was. I thought it was so good morning, but anyway, bonjour. They make things sound. I said bonjour. I don't see that say bonjour, bonjour. Because I try to exaggerate it. Bonjour. Bonjour. I need to stop. I'm cracking myself up. I need help. I should take this show on the road. Oh my goodness. Because I always say, hello, hola, bonjour, assalamu alaikum, shalom. I try to encompass everything, everyone. C'est va. Yes, yes, yes. So that is how are you? Is say hello is c'est va. C'est va. C'est va. Je m'appelle Wanda. That's all I know. It was something else I learned. Uh, Japlu, Japlu. Is that like it's raining or something? I don't know. Japlu. Yes, I've heard of Duolingo, and I have when I was trying to learn Spanish. I try to use Duolingo, and I know people say it's good. Some people say good. Some people say it's bad. I don't know. But when sometimes I think I got to the point where I was actually voice recording. If they even have that now, I don't know. But it seems to me I was voice recording, and if you don't say it exactly right, it like makes I don't know. But it's been so many, so many moons ago that I did that. So that's where you're learning French from. Yeah. For me, Spanish, I am talking to people in Hello Talk because talking for me is the best because obviously I'm going to have to talk to someone in order to grasp the language, and of course the other methods of learning it. I'm listening to Spanish radio when I'm in the car, and sometimes when I'm here, but I'm trying to do YouTube or other things while I'm in here. Listen to sports channel also too, but yeah, speaking number one, listening number two, reading and writing, they're about the same, but I do very little reading and writing, but those are good also in two. But the speaking and the listening, and of course, utilizing YouTube videos. And I'm trying to learn in chunks, not like way before when I first started. You will learn like words, but not in context. So that wasn't working for me, and it probably doesn't work for a lot of people. Once they do that, and then as the years progress, and they may feel as though they aren't getting any place, then yeah. But I wasn't at the time, you know, not going to pay anyone, for lessons or anything like that. And I talk, it may have been out because you can find someone on here to where you can, like a community tutor, and it's relative, very, very, very inexpensive in my opinion, to have a community tutor, and you look at their profile to see what all they offer in the community tutor, and then you can get a professional tutor also into, and that's italki. And I still have some time to where I can make a purchase or wait until Sunday to get some to start to make a purchase and start some lessons because I use that ever so often also into. But yeah, try to get up my Spanish game. Well, yeah, it's good that you're learning French. Good that you're learning French. Do you know? Are you fluent in Spanish? Do you know Spanish, or you're not trying to do that, or do you speak English or Spanish? Tell us, Tina in Life. Tell us, Tina in Life. Yeah. Se va. Hello, se va. Is that like, how's it going? I don't know. Hello, how's it going? Se va. But good on you for, you know, learning French. It's always a good thing. Keeps for me. It keeps, you know. I want to learn it. I love the language. I took 2 years in high school. That was many, well, not many moons ago because I'm just 29. But yeah, that was a little bit ago. And I've always loved the language. And like I said, I tried to learn it on and off, on and off. Sometimes I wasn't serious. And then other times in my brain, well, I'll just say I was more serious than the previous time. But this time, yeah, I'm all in, but I'm not going, and not getting frantic about it, anything like that. But I do want to learn it. You know, I stayed on the road to, you know, incorporating Spanish in some way, shape, form, or fashion in my life every day. If I don't get to talk to anyone, I'm definitely listening, you know, to the radio and or, you know, listening to a video, what have you. And another, which may be helpful, I think she has a French one also in two. Oh, Afrikaans. Okay, great. You speak English, Portuguese, and Afrikaans. At some point, I tried to learn Afrikaans. That might have lasted a month. I don't think I remember any word, a word, or words. Ciao. Yes. Get some hand sanitizer. Messing around with my nose. Hand sanitizer. Yeah. Yes. Also, that is great. Do you offer lessons in the Portuguese and the Afrikaans? Boom. How do you say it? Bom tarde? Tarde? Bom tarde? Bom tarde? Bom tarde? I don't know. Portuguese. Do you offer lessons? Great. English, Portuguese, and Afrikaans. So were you born in the United States, or are you from the continent of Africa? In which country, if that is the case? Just asking questions based on the the three languages that you speak. You could have been born here, and maybe in the order that you wrote them is the order that you learned them. But great, thank you so much, Tina and Life, for being here. I do appreciate it. I'm not going anywhere yet. There's three people here, so I'm going to speak here and chat away. Chat away. I made my own hyperthon. I don't know. What am I doing? I'm doing my own hyperthon. What is going on with you, Wanda? What are you doing? Ah, my nose is running. My parents were Portuguese, but I was born in South Africa, South Africa. See. Great. Great. Yes. Great. And this just opened up a whole new can of worms, a whole new place for me to go, and it's rather personal, and I'm not going to do that. But yes, that is great. You know, the more languages that people speak and uh, know, the better, because a whole nother world opens up to you when you're able to, in my opinion, these are just my words, speak another language, because of course you can there's more people to communicate with, a whole nother culture to learn if one wants to do that. You can go places, possible job opportunities that may open up to you, or you can do your own thing, become a tutor. You can tutor languages, all of that good stuff, the different types of jobs you can get within companies, just being able to speak another language. Yeah. Translation, etc. You don't teach, you just enjoy learning languages. Great. So was Portuguese, was that your first language? Portuguese would seem, but one never knows. I'm not going to, you just say you're person Portuguese, but that doesn't mean anything. I don't want to make assumptions, but I do sometimes. Great. Yeah. I'm enjoying learning languages too. In this case, just one singular. Well, two English and Spanish sometimes. English. Uh, but yeah, Spanish. I am. I'm enjoying it. Yeah. And I think, like I was saying before, it's a good way to keep your mind active, your brain active. It may help with dementia down the road and a whole lot of things too. Thank you so much, Kelly. I bring it every day for being here. Thank you so much. I will see you later. I will see you, of course, I know on Friday with Mr. Ibotta. Thank you so much for being here. And Tina, Kelly over there at I Bring It Every Day is a great YouTuber. So you're so inclined, please go check out her channel as the other ones that are here in the chat. DJ Ron, the mechanic, Rooted in Essential Oils, Rosalie W. James. Yeah, great folks, great channels. And there's a whole host of other ones that are here too. And if you scroll up and down, you can see them. See them on here. Wellness, the Frugal Mama, etc., etc. Thank you so much, Kelly. I bring it every day for me. I bring it every day. Thank you so much for being here and supporting. I do appreciate it. And you are welcome. You are welcome. You are welcome. Very welcome. So, where are you located, Tina, in life? Are you here in the United States currently? Where are you? I'm just take care wellness with Frugal Mama. Thank you so much for being here. And also into Tina and Life Wellness with Frugal Mama, another great YouTuber here. She has an exercise channel. She does exercise. She does beginner friendly exercise Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for me. I think it's 6 Central where she is located. But yes, beginner friendly exercises. Check her out. Wellness with Frugal Mama. And she is into couponing and she does hauls from the Dollar General using the $5 off of $25 coupon. Yes. And some of the things that she gets, she donates to the local community. Thank you so much, Wellness with Frugal Mama, for being here. Catch you tomorrow. Catch you tomorrow. I appreciate you being here. Thank you. Take care. So you're in Australia currently. I guess you're working out there. Husband, wife. Why am I asking so many personal questions? You don't need to tell me your whole life. So let's move on. So I was going to ask, yeah, you guys don't have couponing there? That's interesting. Why not? Why do you think that's the case? Or why is that the case? You've probably been there your whole life. Why is that the case? I love couponing. I love couponing. I need a coupon. I need a coupon right now. Someone send me a coupon. I need to stop. I love couponing. Yes, you live there in Australia. Great, great, great. Got it, got it. Yes. Man, oh man. Ooh. Yes, I love couponing. Very helpful to me and my budget. Yes. Don't know why they don't have couponing. Is it expensive there? I'm sure it is. It seems like it's expensive everywhere just due to inflation. But nonetheless, some places have been expensive before inflation even set off here in the States. But yeah, couponing is critical. And along with the other things when we're doing our budget, we want to make sure we are accounting for each and every dime. She said it's expensive there in Australia. Yeah, yeah. Mhm. Yes, Les. Some great people here that was in the chat this evening and on into the night. Of course, I am still here doing my own hyperthon folks. It's like, but yeah, a lot of great channels. Tina Tina and Life, a lot of great channels here if you want to take a gander look at them in your own time, all that good stuff. But yeah, uh, it is gotten crazy out here. Everything. You said property is so expensive here, also into. So give me a general idea of how much a 3 bedroom, two and a. Thank you. 3 bedroom. Give me a general idea, Tina, of how much a 3 bedroom, 2.5 bath would cost there in Australia. Now you can either do it brand new or one that's 10, 15 years old, 20 or 25 years old, however it is that you want to do. Just give me a general idea of what it would be. Or you can do the both of them, Los Dos. Like a 3 bedroom, 2.5 bath would be there in Australia. But yeah, everything is expensive here. Food, gas, Vicks Vapor Rub, which I had a problem with, but now that's been settled. A whole nother story. I'm not gonna get into. I did earlier, but not now. Housing, even if you are trying to buy a home, even just renting has really gotten out of control. And it was probably out of control already or getting out of control before the pandemic. These are my thoughts on it. I don't know because I have a home, my home is paid for. But now it seems like people are building homes actual homes, so that people can rent them because home ownership for some is unattainable and it's just crazy. And of course, not everyone wants to own a home or anything like that. It's just is what it is. The closer you are to the city, the more expensive. Would that be any city, or we talking about Sydney, Melbourne, any city? We're talking about the cities that most people may know of. But that's neither here nor there. For 1 bedroom, 1 bath in or close to the city is around $500,000. Okay. For a 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom home. 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom home. Wow. 500,000. And that isn't new. Wow. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Huh. Okay, so I'm thinking you all are using US dollars. I don't know. I need to Google it, but now it's not the time. Like as you guys are. Oh, that's an apartment. Okay. And is this US dollars that we're talking about? Because you guys may have the same currency. Not quite sure. I don't think you do, but because I'm looking at this as 500,000. So what is that? What is the amount that you put in here? The 500,000 that I am seeing in my brain, of course, USD. What is that in Australian? And of course, if it's an apartment, then it's per month. So about how much is that per month? Is it 5,000 USD per month? Guess I could. But yeah, it's just horrifically high everywhere. Everywhere it has gotten out of control. And I have been reading other money and financial stuff to where some people are having to dip into their savings, maybe their regular savings account that they have at the bank, or into their 401k, maybe into their Roth, what have you. Or if they have an emergency fund, they even having to dig into the emergency fund to um, help with some of the expenses that they got going on thanks to inflation. Yeah, it is rough. That's around 340,000 USD. Now, I want to make sure because maybe I might be missing something. When you say an apartment, because an apartment for here in the States is something that you pay for each and every month. And I'm still looking at this thing, and you're saying 340,000 USD. So maybe are you talking about a townhome? When you say apartment, do you mean a home, a townhome, or a single family home? Because an apartment is you're paying a specific amount month to month to month. And of course that is with a mortgage also into. But in my brain, an apartment, not 340,000 a month. But nonetheless, I take your point. I get your point that it is expensive there and here and in other places too. And the cost of food, buying groceries is astronomical. And of course, gas and all the things around it and related to it is just off the chain expensive. Everyone is having to jack up their prices. And I did a walk and talk. No, no, I didn't. It wasn't a walk and talk. It was yesterday when I was talking about. I think it was here. I was talking about. No, it might have been on my walk and talk. I forget. UPS possibly maybe going on strike on the 31st of this month in a few days. In 5 days, they may be going on strike. UPS may be going on strike in 5 days. Oh, yes, I was doing my walk and talk, and it was Teamwork Tuesday. It was yesterday, Teamwork Tuesday. So UPS here in the United States may be going on strike. So I don't know whether Australia has some branch of UPS there, whatever. I don't know, but if you do, just be on the lookout that they may go on strike on the 31st of July. And if they do, then, stand by if that is going to affect you, the people here. I put the information out and people can, of course, go and look and check and all this other stuff. But yeah, things are just getting crazy. Things are just getting crazy. And there is, in my opinion, what is a livable wage is going to be different for every place here in the United States. It's going to be different for every place in the United States. From in my brain, even here in the Maryland area, definitely in DC, but we're so close to DC. $25 and $30 is, in my opinion, just not enough for a livable wage. And if you go to New York, Massachusetts, any of the other coastal states, off the chain is unbearable. Unbearable. You really have to be making a lot of money. I guess I don't know. It's just crazy. It's just crazy to say, okay, so you purchased the apartment for 500,000. That is the purchase price, but when you have to pay extra amounts monthly, strata fees, which is used for the upkeep of the building, strata fees vary. Okay, I understand. Okay, so maybe this is like a condo, but it could be a homeowners type situation. Okay, yeah, I get it. Because here we have to pay homeowners association, and you said for the building. So maybe this is a condo, which is like an apartment that they turn into a condo here, in my opinion. But nonetheless, it's giving me because you said extra amounts monthly for the strata fee, which is used for the upkeep of the buildings. So that would be if it's for the actual buildings. And in my brain, it's a condominium that they purchase, and that's their home. And for me, in my American brain, some apartments they turn into condos because it's real easy. It's just like it is what it is. It's already there. They just designate it as a condo because it fits all the things that a condo works for. Apartment or flat. Okay. It's semantics, it's terminology, but nonetheless, I get it. Yeah, things are just high. Yeah, things are. It has gotten crazy. It has gotten crazy. Ooh. Yes, apartment is a flat. Okay, so I think you're talking about a condo. But yes, nonetheless, yes. Ah, thank you so much, Tina and Life, for being. I see there's one person here. Maybe that one person is me, or that one person is you, Tina. I think it's you. But nonetheless, thank you so much for being here, Tina. And of course, if you like the content that you see or seen here tonight, and if you go and check out my channel and you see something that you like, consider becoming a family member. And of course, check out the other people that were here in the chat. And I know you already said that you will do that, you will have a look at some point or what have you. I do appreciate it. It was good seeing you and meeting you, Tina, in Life, from Australia, speaking 3 languages: English, Portuguese, Portuguese, and Afrikaans. And Afrikaans. Man. So what age were you when you no, well, there's only one person in the chat, and I guess that's you because I see you got the thing and it's me. So it's actually 2 people, but it's just, yeah. Oh no, you don't have, we can stay here and chat. It's not an issue. I don't it's not an issue. It's not an issue. What time is it there in Australia? What time is it there in Australia? Oh, no problem. No, it's not a problem. It's not a problem. It's not a problem. We'll take a sip of water, folks. Oh. Yeah, these prices have gotten ridiculous. It's gotten ridiculous. And I know when the pandemic was going on over here, 10:12 a.m. Thursday morning. Okay, great. Great. So a whole 12 hours. Yes, morning. Okay, okay. Do you work from home, Tina and Life? Got a lot of questions. Do you work from home? But yeah, during the pandemic, of course, there was a lot of things that uh, the federal government and then the state governments uh, said to do, both sides, and allowed to happen, both sides, all of that good stuff. And a lot of that has been overturned, or has been overturned not recently and then in the recent past. And that has turned a lot of people into a tailspin. And then you add on the high prices, this inflation, food, gas, et cetera, that has gone up. It is off the chain crazy. Tina says she is a housewife. Great, 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 great. It just turned things topsy turvy, topsy turvy. During the when the pandemic was going on, they had at some point they had a rent freeze moratorium. I'm putting it that way, but it just could have been a rent moratorium, rent freeze moratorium, et cetera, et cetera. And the landlords couldn't put people out of their houses for 2 or 3 years, however long this whole thing was. And then when Biden said it was over and all of that stuff stopped, and the people, I'm sure that they are working through all the eviction notices now, because people, how can you pay your rent or anything if the government said go inside your home, and all the places that you're working at besides Walmart and Target, etc., those types of businesses, the jobs went away. Goodness knows the mom and pop jobs, those things went away. And the people that had something going on, that went away, et cetera, for a whole host of reasons. So people did not have any money to pay rent, buy food, et cetera. So then they gave people, some people were able to get unemployment, and then money, the few pennies that the government sent to us, to them, et cetera. And at some point it got, people were getting so much money coming in that when things started to open back up to go to work or what have you, et cetera, et cetera. When some people just said, we just want to start doing it, we don't care what the government said. And those folks that had these particular jobs and they were still available for them to come back, they said no, they're getting more money sitting at home because they couldn't, they were just probably what job stands for, just over broke to begin with unemployment, the food stamps that they were getting on the EBT card, and the stimulus checks that they were sending was way more than what they were getting in a month or maybe a couple of months at the regular job. So they weren't going back to work. And then when all of that got overdone, unturned, here we are. And a lot of people are going to be meeting with evictions once all the eviction paperwork goes through the different courts in the different states, etc. And we're going to have another whole set of problems with homelessness, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And we may start seeing a lot of women in this particular condition, women and children, because sadly, when men are out here and homeless, no one really cares. But nonetheless, sadly, yeah. Yeah, it was the same there. Yeah, very sad, very sad. Yeah, life is hard for a lot of people. And at that time during COVID and way before COVID, when there wasn't a pandemic going on, life was hard for a lot of people. I have my own business. I do several different things, mostly in the care arena of children and cats. Only when my friend goes away, just one. My girl, when my a good friend of mine, when she goes away, I watch her cats and senior care. I do that also too. Yeah, and some things that I don't share, and I'm not going to share on here. But that's a whole nother story. It's nothing bad. It's nothing bad. No, I don't have an OnlyFans for anyone that is listening. I don't have an OnlyFans. I need fans only because this menopause over here, but that's a whole nother story. Tina says, thank you so much. That's sweet of you to say. You have a beautiful heart. Yeah, I need fans only. these, these menopausal moments that I'm having, people. And only 29. Oh, I love mineral water. I was able to get this one for $1.19 today at Giant. And it says it's from Whole Food Markets. Italian sparkling mineral water. Love it, love it, love it. So it was a good price, and it was a price I was willing to pay. She says, we said, all about heavy. Oh my goodness, that is a whole other life for me. But I'm only 29. I'm only 29. Delusional. I'm only delusional about my age. I'm right on track, and I know what it is that I'm doing. Otherwise, yes. But back to the mineral, I love it, and Perrier, I love that too. I used to every time I buy San Pellegrino, um, it seems like it's stale or something, so I just stopped buying that. But I love mineral water, and if it is a price that I'm willing to pay, that's what I get it. So don't think that I'm over here buying Perrier all the time, all the time, all the time. It was just at a price I was willing to pay, and just like this one here, the tall bottle for $1.19, great price. Do you all have an Aldi there in Australia? Who knows? It may have originated in Australia. I don't know. It may have originated in Australia. Who knows? You're welcome, Tina in Life. I guess you have to go. You are welcome. 29 plus GST. I don't know what GST means, but You are welcome, Tina and Life. Thank you so much for being here. Ah, I thought you was good. I thought that meant you were ready to go. Thanks for the challenge. Okay. So yes, we do. Aldi is a German company. Okay, I knew it was something. Not American. Thank you for that information. Yes. General sales tax, which is what there? What is the general sales tax there? Are you trying? Are you leaving because I'm just talking and asking questions and you may be leaving or something or another? You just said thanks for the chat. But yes, if it's a price I am willing to pay, I am on it. Especially something that I want, like the mineral water. You know, it's a little treat for me, but I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, yes. But yeah, I love Aldi, especially for their fruits. They have cheap prices on their fruits all the time, at least for the ones that I get, which is the strawberries, the blackberries. Um, what else do I get? Strawberries, blackberries, sometimes raspberries, blueberries. And I like the avocados, good prices. Most of the time I get one, or I try to get the one that has like three in it. They may be organic or something for like $2.69 here, and that's when they're on sale. I think the little small ones, which is just enough for me for one sitting. Okay, thank you so much, Tina. She says she hopes to catch me on another live. Thank you so much, Tina, for being here. Yeah, you got some chores to do. Thanks again. No, thank you for being here. I do appreciate it, Tina. I appreciate it greatly. And I am going to hop off. There's one person here, and that may be you. And once you drop off, then it'll be a bye bye, zero. But yes, thank you so much, Tina, for being here. Take care. Don't work too hard. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your day. Yes. Glad you enjoyed the chat. Glad you enjoyed the chat. Ah. Take care. Take care, Tina. Take care. Woo. My husband's doing down there. Yes, it has been a great live, folks. Hello to the two people that are here, still here, or just join me. Thank you so much. I do appreciate it. I could just talk all night, seems like. I could just talk all night. I have my own hypothought, seems like. Ah, yes, yes. Yeah, today was a good day. Any day above ground is a good day. Any day above ground is a good day, folks. So, as you know or may not know, I've been just giving news updates on Private Second Class Travis King is the American soldier. He's a black young man that's 23 from Kenosha, Wisconsin, and he intentionally, per reports, crossed over into North Korea. He went across the DMZ, the demilitarization zone there, where North Korea and South Korea are separated from each other. And we have not heard, as old folks say, hide nor hair from him. And of course, the North Korean government is not providing any information to us at this time. And I hope that they will at some point. And I pray and hope for his safe and healthy, intact return to the closest would be the military base there in South Korea, whichever one it is, or other ones that there are there. And then for the military to do what they will or what have you. But I pray and hope for his safe return. very sticky and tricky situation, as we know, people that have gone into North Korea, however they got there, and the outcome was not good for them. Not hoping for that for Private Second Class King. I hope that he makes it back safely. And like I mentioned prior, due to the fact that he is an American soldier, they may, North Korea may be thinking he knows something and may, try to extract that information out. Not that information, but if something, they think you know something, you may not know anything, and they think that you do, and they're going to pursue some type of action against you to whatever. But nonetheless, I am praying for his safe and intact and healthy self return to Seoul, South Korea. So I've been doing an update each and every live that I have in the afternoon. I'm just going online to see if there has been an update. And the last thing was yesterday from Fox News, and there hadn't been an update. However, today, in addition, I may have said there was nothing new, but there is, but not any news, no new news from North Korea, and no new news from the United Nations efforts in this matter, or any United States diplomatic officials here in this matter. None of that. No new news there. However, I wrote it down so I wouldn't forget. The Wisconsin State Journal, from a reporter there, Scott Williams, and this was more than 11 hours ago now, but when I came on around 6, this report was dated 11 hours. His dad, I guess, did an interview, and there's a recording of, I would say, part of the interview, maybe in full, and he said that he think that his son was drunk and he made a mistake, and he had probably been out on a night of drinking, and he was drunk when he, made a mistake and crossed over into the DMZ. That is what Private Second Class King's father is saying. This is what he said to the Wisconsin State Journal more than 11 hours ago now. So that is the latest that I have with regard to the Travis King incident in of itself. But as far as information from North Korea, and we know that it is a closed society, and a communist society, one person rule society, and no news from there. So yeah, just a lot of things are going on with reference to Americans being in other countries. Not in this case, because this is, for me, something totally different. But just on the other side, Americans going into other countries and when I said, well, the one young lady and I haven't been keeping up with it since the other day, the one young lady that went to Dubai, and I guess something happened at a rental car place, something or another, after a fender bender happened, et cetera, et cetera. And stop saying and from what I understand, she's not being detained. She just cannot leave Dubai until, I guess, her court hearing, et cetera, et cetera. But from what I understand, she is not in jail or anything like that. She is free to move about, et cetera, et cetera. She just does not have her passport. Thus, she cannot leave the country. And of course, until her issue is resolved. And there was news clips of her mom and a community leader. I think his name is Quanell X, I want to say, and hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly, where they're trying to, urge our government to get a little bit more involved. Now, I'm not going to say they're doing something. They're talking to the Dubai government. I don't know whether that is happening or not, but I think that they are really making a push, or they're telling her side of the story per what it is that she is telling them, and trying to keep the pressure on for any and all avenues and resources that the United States government and its U.S. diplomats can put towards the effort to, you know, get her back home, get her passport back, and get her out of the country. I think that is what they are working on, et cetera, et cetera. And there was another YouTuber, and I haven't been following that, but supposedly she said she had some type of incident there um, in Italy, et cetera, et cetera. So I don't know about all of that. Thank you so much to the two people that are still here. Thank you so much. I think I'm going to end this live, folks. Thank you all so much for being here. I do appreciate it. Thanks for the 25 likes. Hopefully tomorrow I can get up and get out of here and get my walking and talking done at a reasonable hour at a reasonable time. So yeah, it was great. It was great, folks. Thank you all for being here. I do appreciate it. Thank you all for being here. I do appreciate it. Take care. Bye bye.